Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome on in to ProDivinity 1111. I am your intuitive tarot host. My name is Anu. Very nice to have you here. So if you have not seen this type of reading on my channel before, heads up, these are really long and beautiful, so make sure you're comfortable. You can doze off to this reading, doesn't matter, the messages will come through. But this is like, get your hot cocoa or a cup of coffee or just relaxing, because we are looking into a beautiful connection. We're going to tap into your future spouse or partner, but really your committed partner, long-term partner. There's going to be a lot of channel messages in here. I'll walk you through the structures. We have 3 piles, but overall we're going to start with what is the essence of your person, your soulmate, your future spouse. How do they come off at first? So we'll look at their personality, possible zodiac signs, and we'll look at the chemistry of the union, physically, mentally, emotionally, how the union is going to feel like. And after that, we're going to get into what needs to happen for this union to be, right? What needs to happen from both sides in order to come into union. We'll look at other messages from their higher self. And then towards the end, of course, we'll do the fun part of getting some characteristics for their personality. We'll draw some traits, and we will also draw some letters towards the very end. So, long reading. I'm very excited to bring this back. It does take a long time for me to record and tap into the messages. So thank you for your patience. With that, let's look into our options. We have 3 options here today. Of course, you're welcome to watch multiple piles. You can either choose the deck. So deck number 1 is the Tarot of the Divine. Deck number 2 is the Ostara Tarot. And deck number 3 is the Gilded Tarot Royale. Or you can choose the bracelet. So for deck number 1, we have this greeny bluey bracelet. Please don't ask me the name of the crystals because I don't know. The second option here is the black with these colors. So that's bracelet number 2. And the third option here is this rosy bracelet. Okay, tiger's eye rosy bracelet. Those are your options. So go ahead, pick the very first one that calls to you the most, and I will see you right at your selection. All right, pile number 1, those of you who chose the Tarot of the Divine. This is absolutely beautiful deck. Well, all of them are beautiful, but this is what the deck looks like if you haven't seen this before, or you were drawn to the first bracelet. So I'm just going to pop the bracelet over here, so we know this is for group 1. So Spirit, help me tap into group 1's future spouse, their soulmate, their long-term partner. So for today's reading, if you missed the intro, we're going to look at the essence of your person. We're going to look at their possible sun, moon, rising, their personality, what the characteristics are. We'll look at the compatibility of the union. And after that, we're going to see what needs to happen for the union to come into being, right? For the two, you and your soulmate, to come into union. We'll look at more messages and what's going on at this moment. And then after that, we're going to get the lighter stuff of characteristics, hair color, and also some letters towards the very end. So it is a very long reading, I will tell you. I have pre-drawn some of the oracles. We're going to get through this, so get comfortable, enjoy, relax, because that's how you're meant to feel with your future spouse. Okay, so let's get started. Spirit, help me tap into pile 1's future spouse. Let's get to know their essence. So these oracle cards are going to tell us about the main essence of your future spouse. And one thing I want to say is throughout the reading, wherever certain aspects resonate with you, with your personality, that's always a good sign. That means, you're very close into the same vibration. And in the later part of the reading, when we're going to do what each person needs to work on to come into union, feel free to reverse the roles. Okay, this is a general reading. So, all right, with that, let's get started. We've got drum, dream, and journey. Take a look at that. It's so beautiful. Super shamanic energy here, super shamanic. We have the bat spirit. A rebirth is assured. So number 5 may be important to them or to you or to both. definitely picking up some scorpionic energy. Let's see. We have a never-ending story, number 37. So the number 10 or 1. And then let's look at their animal spirit. We have the crocodile. Beautiful. That is water spirit. That's why Scorpio is coming through. A lot of water spirit is coming, or water element is coming through with them. So with this, at the very first, well, first of all, the crocodile is such a strong person. These two together are really telling a lot about their personality, or about their, their core essence. Of course, they've gone through a lot in their life. This drum card does not come out easily. It is, as I said, it's a very shamanic energy. It's a very healing energy. So this person has definitely gone through quite a few lessons in their life, with the never-ending story being over here. This, in relationships, they have had it tough. They have had it really tough. And again, this can also be your energy. So take it as it fits. And sometimes, as I said, the energies can be very similar, which means you're on the same vibrational plane, okay? But with the never-ending story, if you'll see, I feel like with the number 10, which is an ending and a beginning, they're finally coming to a point where a rebirth is assured, right? You'll see this like heart. It's like in a little crystal ball. Almost feels like they've kept their heart protected in like a crystal energy, in a bubble almost. So they've been like bubble wrapping themselves because they've felt like the relationships have never really gone well in the past. So definitely somebody who has not had the upper hand or a fair partner so far in their life. Of course, that's why they're going to be your partner. Right? So no, definitely, I mean, jokes apart, very, very deep person. They may have gone through a major dark night of the soul. They may also be somebody who may have done some retreats. That's coming through for them. It could be like a ayahuasca they may have done, or they may have done something like a vipassana or other spiritual retreats. They may have, spent time in Mount Shasta or Sedona, Machu Picchu, I don't know, Thailand, alone on their journey is what I'm picking up. Because with the crocodile here, again, the biggest strength of the crocodile, again, it's very healing energy, water energy. Crocodile can stay and persevere in one place for a very long time. If you look at this imagery here, do you see like it's dark and it's raining and the crocodile is still sitting there, right? Staying there, even whether it's rain, sunshine, whatever it is. The crocodile has a very, very powerful determination to persevere, okay? And also on like a family or relationship side, the crocodile is very, very protective, okay? They really guard their family. And at the same time, when they are completely balanced, when they're completely, feeling joyous and high-spirited, they're also very good at grabbing opportunities, okay? So this person may have been like a very very diligent at their work, and may be somebody who doesn't switch, let's say, jobs very often or careers very often. They do stay, they have a staying power. I'm really getting that staying power from them. And of course, with the bat spirit, we do see this is very similar to the hangman, but because of the rebirth, it's giving a very scorpionic energy to me, which means it's the phoenixing moment. It's the energy of like death and rebirth, right? So fives are also about changes, okay? When we go through big changes in life, they feel quite tough in the moment, but they always bring us growth and prosperity and abundance in mind, body, spirit, right? So you can see like the third eye of the bat is all lit up, and that's literally who they are. They may have been in hermit mode, but they've definitely gone through a death and rebirth and kind of preparing themselves to open up to relationships more. So let's see how we're going to place the cards. There's a lot of cards here, so just bear with me. Pile one is always the group that has to watch me reshuffle and then move the cards around quite a bit. So with that, let's see at this moment currently what's happening with them, what's going on in their mind, body, spirit. Let's just pick up those cards and we'll look at what we have, spirit. So for the mind, we have Swadhyaya. Okay, you can see the eye over there. Let's see our tarot. we have the 8 of coins. Yeah. Okay. Determination is what I'm hearing again. And 𝗙𝗦𝗢𝗢 is focus. It's a lot of focus. And if you look at this 8 of Pentacles, they're like really working on themselves. I almost feels like they're trying to heal their wounds. You look at how these Pentacles actually have thorns on them. This is not the standard 8 of Pentacles where it's perfection, it's repetition, it's, you know, excelling at our craft by doing it over and over again and becoming an expert on it. This one has quite a sense of healing to it because this person has got, you know, injured feet, injured hands, and there are tears coming down their eyes. So this in the mind space, really in their mental body, they are actively thinking through how can they heal, how can they fix themselves. It's a very, very deep energy. I cannot tell you like how I'm feeling right now, but they are healing from within. They are blooming from within, and they know they are ready to end this never-ending story with relationships, but they got to fix themselves first. So there are self-worth things that they may be thinking through. It's a lot of shadow work, a lot of meditation, a lot of, as I said, retreats. They may be going to like really go deep within themselves and see where is their self-value off. Why do they attract partners that have been harmful to them, right? So really very strategic and very focused on becoming whole, becoming that healthy version of themselves, okay? So let's see their body. Oh, this is beautiful. We have Parvati. It's all about love and devotion, okay? Let's go this way. So with Parvati, and we have Judgment. Yes. Oh my goodness. Look at this. So this really shows us, you know, in their heart of hearts. So it's really, they're coming to the point where they are really blooming, blossoming. Judgment, if you see like here, the lotus really represents a lot of spirituality and alignment and enlightenment, awakening. That's what Judgment is all about. But they are waking up to their true self, okay? No longer wearing the facade to please others. They're really standing up in their power. And with Parvati here, it's not like they're becoming very dry. No, it's the opposite. They're discovering and loving themselves. So this is pretty much like a 2 of Cups energy, where devoting to themselves, that's very important to them at this time. And they're really finding their true self, okay? No longer looking at themselves from a point of view of who should they be for their partner. That's not what their focus is. Their focus is, who am I? And who do I want to be? And what type of partner do I want to attract? I need to heal myself first. So beautiful, very, really, really, again, pink is always the heart chakra. So they're working through their heart chakra as well at this point. And let's say, I mean, talking about heart, let's see what's happening in their spirit. Oh, beautiful. Santosha means peace, satisfaction, being content. There is so much peace. As I'm saying, with these energies over here, they've gone through a healing journey. They've gone through the dark night of the soul, and they're at the point of, after this healing, this hurtful time, they're coming into a very, very inner peace stage of their life. And then we have the 2 of Wands. Yeah, thinking about, like, you know, very from a heart space, thinking about where they want to go next, okay? This can also indicate that their spirit is ready to take the next step, is ready to take the fork in the road, because 2 of Wands talks about, you see how they're like 2 directions, right? So the direction could be, okay, I'm going to continue working on myself and I'm not ready yet, or the direction could be like, okay, I'm open to love. And with these coming out, there's so much peace and devotion and love. Their heart is really opening. So it's like their spirit is ready to take the next step. Okay, they're at the precipice. This is like they're at the threshold. So we'll see what we see in terms of timing. I only have the months here, but we can see how close this union may be. But they seem ready. They look like they have done enough healing on their part that they're ready to take the fork in the road. So I like that. And we're gonna just get these over here. Okay, there we go. So with that, let's get to know them a little bit better. Let's get to know what people think of them when they first meet them, you know, how are they when they're in their comfort zone at home, and you know, what their natural strengths are. Okay. Okay, I could pause and you can bear with me. Thank you so much. Appreciate your patience here. Okay, so the next 3 cards, and this is where we're also going to bring in some astrology, so I'll do that live shuffle. Let's see what we have. This is the first time. Ooh, look at that. Emperor, fire energy coming through. So when people, you know, see them walk into a room, they exude this powerful emperor energy. Okay, very, very stoic, very confident, very high confidence, and also a leadership aura that they project out. So people really look up to them, because the emperor is not just a king, the emperor is a king of all kings, right? So very, very magnetic and powerful personality, and not in a negative way, but automatically commands respect. That's what I'm hearing with this one. So I'm going to put this here, and then we're going to get some astrology on top of it. But let's see. This is, I'm going to look at this as their rising. Okay. Let's see how they are with family, or how does their family, their close friends see them. And this is when they are in their most natural, comfortable environment. How they might be. 3 of coins, how beautiful. And I love this 3 of coins. So happy. So at home, this person loves to do a lot of projects. They like to juggle a lot. They may also be somebody who's like so removed from the family drama. And that's what I'm getting because of these 2 characters in the back. If you look at their mask, it's a very interesting 3 of coins. 3 of coins usually talks about working with others. So they have no trouble being in a family environment. They really love being surrounded by people, and they actually find joy in the chaos without the chaos actually affecting them. Very beautiful. So this is almost like their moon, their comfort, their emotional strengths, and when they're in their natural environment, when they're in their PJs, they're just like always working on something. And then this one here can be that like their sun. Okay, what are they born with? What is their natural ability? So wow, look, that's why this I was getting the feeling of the family. The Empress, okay, major arcana. So you have 2 major arcanas, and look at this. Oh my goodness, Emperor and the Empress. Their divine masculine and their divine feminine are in perfect harmony. This is why they're ready for the fork in the road. This is why they're ready for the next step in their life, and in their in coming into union with you, right? So with this Empress being their sun, or being their natural strength, is like they can create abundance and peace and prosperity and beauty wherever they go. They love family. So Empress is like, as this was the king of all kings, or the father of all kings, she's the mother of all the queens, or queen of all the queens, right? Very good at attracting opportunities to themselves. Very good at, very, very resourceful is what I'm hearing. So their natural talent is like they can thrive in any environment. They don't need much, but they're also very good at creating a lot out of little, if that makes sense. So very Empress oriented energy, also very nurturing. So the divine feminine, this is beautiful. Absolutely. I mean, perfect Emperor and Empress in the same person. So Emperor is gonna really take care of the family, lead, protect, create that castle, and where their family thrives. And of course, family includes their spouse. And with the Empress being here, also being like very nurturing to themselves and also to the people around them. So wow, no wonder they love this, right? They love being in the mix of family, and among the chaos, they can still create a lot. So I really like this. Okay, let's see, what could their sun, moon, rising possible signs be? We're just going to see what astrology says. What could be an element for them? So for sun, look, opposition, balance. So they are very good at manifesting things. And look, it says right here, manifest, disciplines, complex. So, but they are somebody who can thrive in opposition, okay? right? What we talked about here, that they can create balance. Didn't they have judgment? Oh, right here. Because judgment is also all about balance, right? So they are able to thrive in an environment where there are opposing points of view. Their ego is very, very balanced. They do not take it personally when there are different points of view within their home environment, within their work environment, wherever they go within their community. Very, very mature, balanced personality over here. Let's look at their comfort zone. We have conjunction, which is empowerment. I mean, this is like repeating messages. I love it. Thank you, Spirit. Again, conjunction is the same as what we talk about Three of Pentacles, like the traditional sense that they co-create with others. And conjunctions are when multiple elements or multiple planets actually come together, and that's the beginning of something new, okay? So with the Three of Pentacles and conjunction, their safety zone, really, they find comfort, emotional comfort when they're co-creating with somebody else, in conjunction with somebody else, okay? And in this case, in this context of this reading, again, they will be creating things with you. And of course, can also mean children and pets and all of that stuff, but also like could be businesses, could be just family abundance overall, you know, having several homes, several things in the house, whatever that is. But they thrive. They just enjoy working with somebody else and creating, with the conjunction showing up over here. And then let's see, where do they shine externally when we're talking about the rising? Where do they shine? Taurus, the bombshell. I love it. So Taurus is the second house energy. It's all about love. It's also about material abundance, right? So with the Emperor, again, think about it this way, that when this person walks in the room, people will not only look at and respect them because, you know, they look like the Emperor, or they just have that aura of a very powerful, confident person. But with Taurus showing up over here, they're not only very approachable, right? Taurus is all earth. They're very approachable, but also they have very good taste and sense of style, because it also talks about possessions and, you know, just have that abundant energy, that rich, you know, some people, like, they might be just in a simple, you know, white t-shirt and a pair of jeans, but they just look really abundant, you know. And I'm not saying that, you know, we have to go by looks, but we're talking about energy. No matter what they're wearing, they will command this sort of respect and attention because they're such strong aura. But they're also very approachable, because sometimes Emperor can be a little bit of you know, harsher energy, but coming with the Taurus, it is so grounded. Like, people are not afraid to approach them. They're very, very approachable, but they have very good taste, and you know, a taste for finer things in life. That's for sure. All right, so let's see. Well, I have an extra card here. Maybe I was meant to show you. We do have success here, so I'm just going to drop it here because as we were talking about Taurus and abundance, it definitely looks like somebody who is very successful in their life. Again, with the crocodile, sustenance, staying power, with the Empress and the Emperor and the Three of Coins. They're very resourceful, right? So definitely will have a lot of success. So we're going to look at months. We'll just draw 2 or 3. This could be anything. This could be their birthday, your birthday, something important to them. This could be the month you meet, the month you marry. Take it as it fits. But let's draw 3 months that may be relevant to the two of you. Thank you, Spirit. We have August. Okay. Let's see. We have July. Wow. I am recording this in June, but it is timeless. I mean, whenever you see. Because those numbers could also be 7 or 8. And then let's get one more. January. Okay, so we have July, August, January. Those could be relevant months to you or to them. Take it as it fits. All right, what's next? Now, we are going to move into the union part of this. So we're going to see how this union is going to be. We're going to look at mental, emotional, and physical compatibility, and then we'll clear the table and we'll get to the second part of the reading, okay? Okay, so let's see. The first 3 cards I have over here, we are going to tell them, or tell us about the mental compatibility of this connection. So we have, wow, 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Let's see how we're going to arrange all of this. We'll get there. We have Strength, Major Arcana, so Leo energy, more fire energy coming through actually for this person. And then we have the Devil. Okay, this is Capricorn energy, so earth and fire and water. So when we talk about, this is actually very, very beautiful, let me tell you, right off the bat. With the biggest card, well, they're all so big. They're all so big. The 10 of Cups is like having both of you have the, first of all, very, very high mental compatibility. Let me just call that out as a summary, and then I'll walk through the cards. This is, again, both being in the Empress Emperor energy. Again, we have a divine pair at the table, so that should be a big signal for you. This is how you're going to naturally feel like you guys are a perfect fit. But both believe in family, both believe in abundance, both believe in co-creation and having a beautiful life together, okay? So this is not just the thinking is around, yes, we are meant to build a family together, whatever family means to you. Like if you want children, they want children. If you don't want children, they don't want children, and vice versa. If you want just, furry friends, whatever family means to you. Maybe it means like living really far off somewhere on an island with very few people around you. That could be the definition of family. Whatever that is, it's exactly the same between this Emperor and the Empress, okay? With these 2 cards here, this is amazing, and I'll tell you why. The Devil energy is each person's individual energy. So you may be somebody who often double checks things, or second guesses yourself. They could be somebody who second guesses themselves, okay? So this is a very common energy. Now, where the Strength card comes in, this is where you actually will empower the other person, and they would empower you. So this is why I love seeing this combination over here. It's almost like you will be each other's pillars, and it's not just from, that's how you think. That is your mental belief. This is what you feel a relationship or a marriage is supposed to be, where you are each other's rock and you dig the other person out when they go through these crazy spirals of second guessing themselves or devaluing themselves based on things not going well. You are each other's strength, but not just out of responsibility. This is like your mantra. That's your mantra, the 2 of you. That's how you believe in and see each other, because at the end of the day, you want to have a mutually abundant and happy relationship. There's a lot of love and a lot of strength here and a lot of empowerment. It's amazing. Wow, really, really amazing. I'm very supportive of each other, and I really like seeing this combination over here. Wow. Okay, so emotionally, this is making me emotional. Emotional compatibility, we have King of Coins, extremely grounded, very, very real. Okay, we have Death card, Scorpio showing up. That's why I was getting it. So you have Major Arcana, Death card, and then we have the 8 of Cups. Okay, so there it's again with the King of Coins, that concept or that phrase of being each other's rock is coming through again. Okay, very, very strong emotional compatibility. This is where again, there is an emotional understanding of what and how difficult the past relationships have been, because likely if this is your pile, you yourself have also gone through some very difficult connection or connections in the past. You've both walked away from, almost picture perfect relationships that looked very good on the surface, but just weren't bringing you those final two of cups, right? That something was substantially lacking, that love, that connection was lacking. And there is a very strong understanding of, yes, we have to reach a certain stage. Again, right under the Judgment over here is, or Empress actually, Judgment is here. Sorry, that's the Empress. Where did I get the Judgment energy? But I'm getting the sense here that this group may have people who have gone through separations or divorces or long-term separation from a previous partner, and so has this person. There has been a lot of strength and dark night of the soul that each person has gone through. So there is a almost like a mirroring feeling that connects the two people even more. And you know, really you can ground to each other, like really anchor onto each other, but not in a codependent type of way, more of an empathetic way, because you both understand and can relate to what has happened, where we have walked away, where we have built so many blocks, and almost at the end we walked away because that did not stand to our true self. And then we went through the entire phoenixing moment of death and rebirth that's coming through, right? And from that place, the King of Coins, or the King of Pentacles, is about creating that solid foundation. That's what the King of Coins does. It sits, creates a solid foundation, and helps the whole family unit thrive in that, right? So it's a very telepathic and a very intuitive connection when we're talking about the heart space over here emotionally. Okay, let's see physical connection, because that's of course an important element of any marriage or any long-term partnership. We have the 10 of Wands. Okay, let me just move the cards over here. We have the Page of Wands, so fire. Let's see if I'll be able to get one more card here. And then we have the 8 of Wands. Oh my God, this is like fire. Go. Okay, let's talk about, I'll just talk about these in my hand, and then I'm going to just put them on the side. So we got 10 of Wands, Page of Wands, and 8 of Wands. Well, physically, it's a very, very, very fiery connection. Okay, we got all Wands. So the sexual chemistry is really high in this connection. And yes, with these two coming up, or especially with the 8 of Wands, it's almost like there is a lot of action, a lot of it, but then you burn out and then you start again with the Page of Wands. Okay, the physical connection is never kind of get boring or die out, because you know, once you get exhausted, you tire out, you start back again. So, and with all the Wands over here, it has a very strong longevity. This fire is going to burn throughout. Okay, there is absolutely like start again, exhausted, start again very fast, exhausted, start again, go, exhausted. Okay, but this is, I mean, I'm looking at the long term of it. It's not just like a, oh, we're just looking at 1 or 2 months or the honeymoon phase. No, this chemistry is gonna last forever, way beyond the honeymoon phase. That's what I want to call out. So very, very hot connection. That's what we're seeing over here. This is gonna go. It's like the Energizer Bunny is what I'm hearing. Energizer Bunny, go. Oh, beautiful. All right, so let's see. We're gonna need the cards here. I'm not gonna remove them, and we're just gonna keep stacking on top. So we're gonna now look into, for this fiery connection, this highly telepathic, highly empathic, and highly supportive, this beautiful connection, what needs to happen for this union to happen, right? Or come into being. So this is gonna be work that you need to do, and this is going to be your area you need to focus on, and this is going to be area they need to focus on. Again, as I said, feel free to reverse the energies, but let's see what we have for you. We have magical powers, number 24. I'll read the little message here. I weave and clear, I cast and know, magic secrets to me now show. So number 24 or 6 may be important. You may actually have some Scorpio in your chart, because look at this. This is a Phoenix. This is a Phoenix rising. I want to look at this one as well before I call this out. And then we have Sun in Aries. Okay, in the first house, assertion. So you, my love, need to continue working on yourself. You are going through a phoenix moment, okay? Just like we saw over here, where they are working on themselves, when they are, you know, healing themselves. You are doing that too, but you're at the edge, or the portion that you need to just complete so you can come into union is actually believing in your true magic. This is belief in magic, belief in the universe, belief in spirit, being very, very spiritually aligned, and becoming very, very confident, okay? With the sun in Aries in the first house, assertion, this is all about being so confident that you, just like we talked over here, and this normally happens in these readings where we do pick up mirroring energies, but this is telling us that what you're working on at the moment is becoming who you are and who you want to be as yourself, but not for somebody else. This is not about what should you be in a relationship. What would your expectations be? How would you want to be seen? No, this is about who do you want to be, and that's what you're focusing on. So it's, again, very powerful rising moment, a phoenixing that you're going through yourself over here, embracing your powers, believing in your powers, and really just standing true to who you are, just the way you are. So let's see what they have to work through, or they are working through at this moment. Oh, the Parvati again. We have romance. Number 23, another 5 showing up for them. So they have 5 showing up for them. So 5 may be an important number for them, or the month of May may be important. And the little spell here says, romance, it's a sacred power. Let it come to me this hour. This is like exactly what we talked about over here with the 2 of Wands. They are at the threshold. They're at the threshold of ending this never-ending story. They're very, very ready. And then we have Moon in Aquarius, independence, the 11th house. So 11th house is about actually our friend circle, our community, or, you know, connections. And with independence, the Moon talks about where we find our comfort, right? Our emotional needs, our comfort. And they may be, again, in a solo journey right now where they may not have a lot of friends, they may not have a lot of connections, but that's what they're working on. They are really truly working on becoming really independent, and again, see mirroring energies, finding themselves, becoming confident, becoming who they want to be in order to attract you into their lives. So both people seem to be doing a lot of self-work, which is the perfect place, because when you're completely healed individually, that's when the universe brings you your person, right? So very, very similar things that the 2 of you are working on over here. So let's see what else needs to come through. We're gonna look at what's going on at the moment for you, for them, or in this connection. How far is it? Whatever messages want to come through. This can be from their higher self, or just what Spirit wants to bring through. So Spirit, tell us what else Pile 1 needs to know, and what is happening in this connection, what is happening with their person. There is a pause at the moment, of course, because you're not in union, and we're talking about what needs to happen. In action, calmness, step back, wait for the sign. Okay, so there is still a little bit of time for this union to come into being. Let's see what else. The answer to your question is yes. Okay, it is meant to happen. It is going to happen. There is going to be divine timing, and you guys meet, or you come into union. Look at this transformation. Here was a rebirth. We had the death card right here, scorpionic energy. We have magical powers, the phoenix showing up over here. When you're done with your transformation and they're done with their transformation, that's when this union is going to happen. So breakthrough, reinvention, you are ready for the next level. Oh, I love it. I love it how they cards from different decks kind of really tell the same story. This is beautiful. We have romance right under romance. Revel, flow, savor, entice. Open yourself to romance. I'm going to put this here even though it's possible that they are a little bit more closer to really having their heart chakra open than you are. Please feel free to reverse it, but that's what it's saying, like transform and open yourself to love. Let's get one more. Fresh start. How beautiful. New opportunity. Release the past. This is your second chance. So, so beautiful. For a very minor percent of you, this could be a past connection. It's possible because this thing is coming up and this is your second chance. But for the majority of you, I really think this is a new person. But given the journey that they're on, does not look like it is the same person that is going to come back, okay? So that's what we're seeing over here. Let's get some more. Spirit, what else does my pile one need to know? So we have camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. So also you're going to make a lot of memories with this person, right? That's for sure. That's going to happen in this connection. But what's happening right now is as you're both healing, you're also reminiscing quite a bit of the past, right? And once that's kind of flushed out of your system, that's when you truly, truly transform, right? So let those feelings come up. Let those... you know, whatever emotions they bring up, let them come to the surface. Don't bury them, even if it's pain, even if it's hurt, even if you feel that was a ridiculous connection that you had. And, you know, with the self-indulgence over here, so focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. With this and what I was just saying, what's coming through is some of you may want to try, and maybe your person is also doing this at the moment, the Ho'oponopono, I'm gonna say the name wrong, meditation. It's a very powerful, it's a simple meditation, which is like, I'm sorry, I forgive you, I love you, and there's one more, I'm forgetting it. That is very important, especially when we're doing reflection on the past. And as I said, sometimes, you know, we want the feelings to come up, but a lot of times we become our worst critic when we start telling ourselves like that we were stupid, or we were silly, or we were ridiculous, or we were blind for not seeing, you know, our previous path, and how could we not see that through? So sometimes we get into that critical phase, and if this is coming up, this could be possible for both parties here, right? That has to heal, and the Ho'oponopono is a very, very powerful meditation for that, because we talk about I'm sorry is what you're saying to yourself. I forgive you is what you have to forgive yourself, first and foremost, that you were operating from a place of your consciousness at that time. And every experience gets us, you know, further along our consciousness journey, right? So you cannot blame that. And if that hadn't happened, you would not be the beautiful person you are today. So that bad experience had to happen in your life in order for you to blossom, in order for you to transform. So let that go, forgive your past self, and now is a time to really invest in self-care, time to heal, do shadow work, and self-appreciation is really big over here, okay? So let's get a couple more. Soulmates, soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. That is very self-explanatory and beautiful. Let's get maybe one more. And then we'll look at some of the other stuff. Oops. We have, yes, mirror. Mirroring each other, self-image, relationships, reflect our wounds, introspection. This has come through quite strongly. So you're going to feel very comfortable with this person. And as I said, emotionally also, I mean, physically, of course, there's a lot of wands and fire energy, mutual fire here. But with the emotional and mental, this is really clear. Both people have a lot of empathy. Both people have a lot of telepathically you can understand the other person and really will be each other's strength, right? So because we mirror our experience so much, we understand what it means, and we also respect that each person is committed to making this beautiful connection thrive, right? All right, so with that, let me actually get into some of the other angel messages. And then we're going to get into the fun personality and letters, and then we'll close up with romance angels, okay? So let's see. You can think of a question in your mind. Let's just do that, although there is an answer yes over here. So think of a question in your mind, and let's see what comes out. What answer oracles want to tell us. Spirit for group 1, what do they need to know? Ooh, if you believe. That is so beautiful. This is taking me back to your card of magical powers, where it was like believing in magic, believing in yourself, believing in your own strength. So this is the law of attraction. This is the law of assumption. Whatever you believe is totally possible, right? So keep working on yourself, keep raising your vibration. Self-indulgence is important for you, but this could be whatever you had asked. Okay, now we're gonna do some, let me actually move these out. Okay, well, for pile 2, I'm probably gonna edit this out because it's too many cards. But let's just do this. I hope this is fun and comforting for you. Okay, we're gonna get some light stuff now. We're gonna just like draw a few personality traits, and then we're gonna draw some letters, and the letters could be initials, they could be words, things important to them, to you, and then we're gonna end our reading with a few romance angel cards. So Spirit, tell us about pile 1's future spouse personality. Oh, they have likely, and they may have, I'm gonna say may, not all of these are gonna apply, an oval face. Okay. They may be slender. Oh, quite a few flipped over. We have, oh, rosy complexion. This is interesting. And then we also have tan. So they may like to get tan, or they may be naturally tan in complexion. The rosy and tan is really, really like exotic combination. We have close set eyes. All of these cards kind of flipped over, so I'm going to just take them all. We have high cheekbones. Ooh, look at that again. Rosy cheeks. So they may blush. I'm hearing that they may blush quite a bit. It's again, they're such a humble and genuine person, very approachable. They may blush. We have slender and lanky, whatever that means. Okay, let's get 2, 3 more. I'm realizing they're all at a slant, so okay. Let's see what else we got. Spirit, what else can we know? We have, what is this? Excitement seeking. Okay, so they're fun. That's another way of saying they're quite fun. They may like adventure. We have muscular. I'm just reading them out in case you don't get my handwriting. We have altruistic and imaginative. All right. So those could be some of the possible characteristics of this person. Now let's get you some letters. Let's do this. So we have space to make some words. And again, this is the cerebral part, so you can make a lot more words with your creativity. I'll try to do my best, but a lot of times people are much better at it than I do with my words. So sorry, this is really loud next to the mic. Okay, let's see what we got. We got eat. They may be fond, they may be a foodie, they may love to eat. Oh my god, this is driving me nuts that everything is like that. Okay, let's see what else we got. So many A's. So A may be an important letter in their important letter in their name and yours. Of course, A is a vowel, that's quite common, but looks like we have C, we have B, we have another C, we have a Z, X, interesting, and then we have an L. They may work in a lab, it's possible. I'm just gonna say that. I almost want to say they have quite a Zen appeal to them. They may be at a lab. You may meet at a lab. Ooh, when you're feeling, I don't know if you're going to feel Zen at a lab, but that's coming through. Let's see what else. XA. Do you know what I'm hearing here? There's going to be something that's going to be exactly the same for you guys. And this could be like an activity like where you meet, right? Of course, you're going to be doing something same, but there may be some hobby or some activity that is like exactly the same for the two of you. Okay, what else? They may be a fan of the movies. They may like to act. I don't know. You may like movies, watching actors together, or plays. Plays could also be something like that. Generally believing in excellence. You know, they ace at everything. And again, this can be both for you and for them. I'm hearing enable. Okay, so they're like a very, especially we saw with their emperor energy. I know this is not the right word, but again, they may have a very empowering nature where they enable other people to stand for themselves, to learn new skills, all of that. So very, very empowering person where they are always, and of course they're very able. they are you know, a very, very accomplished. With the crocodile, we talked about they're very they have a sense of longevity and staying power to them. What else? Yeah, so those are the letters that we have for you. Abe, their name could be Abe. Their name could be, we have a cat here. They may be a cat person. Their name could also have the letters cat, you know, Catherine, or I don't know. Their name could be Nate. What else? They may like lace. Or you may like lace. Ooh, yeah, with all that fiery time. Don't know what's gonna last with all that fire, but hey. Yeah, so that's what I have for you on this portion. So let's get you some final messages from Romance Angels to close out your reading, Group 1. If you like the reading, if you made it this far, please do give me a big thumbs up as an energy exchange. You know, like the video, comment on the video, share it with a friend or two. It's just a, you know, a one click goes a long way to supporting my work. Thank you so much. So let's see. We have, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. That's quite specific, actually. I'm going to move these here so we can get some more cards out. Yeah, I feel like both of you are just in the final stages of going through alignment, because how many times I keep aligning the cards, it's just like you're so close. These are just like minor things that you're working on and they're working on in order to come into union. Let's see what else. Give us two more, Spirit. What does my pile 1 need to hear? Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. The word romance has come up quite a bit. So it may be something that's like a love at first sight sort of thing, where, look at that, love yourself first. Both of you are actually working on self-love, working on your healing yourself, becoming your empowered, true, authentic self. And that's when romance is coming through, right? So if you find yourself being in a cocoon where you're not talking to people, this is just a gentle nudge from Spirit. Is like, hey, start mingling. Start, you know, your dark night of the soul is over. Start expanding your heart. Start opening up to mingling. Literally mingling is what I'm hearing with this. It'll just, you know, spark that joy, that inner joy, and manifest it externally a little bit more. But yeah, definitely great job loving yourself first, becoming your whole authentic person with the whole magical self, the phoenix that we saw. And this is where how you're attracting this romantic partner towards yourself. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile 1. I hope this helped. To give me a big like, a big thumbs up, and comment below if this resonates. I wish you much love and light, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hi, beautiful pile 2. Welcome to your reading. This is about your future spouse. So if you missed the intro, I'm going to quickly tell what this is going to be about. It is going to be a long one, okay? So get comfortable, get cozy, lay in bed in your blankie, put on your PJs, I don't know, just get comfortable because this is a long one. This is for those of you who are drawn to either the 𝗙𝗨𝗧𝗨𝗥𝗘 tarot or the second bracelet that we have over here with the black and different colors, so 3 colors. I'm going to put this over here, right here. So how we're going to do is we're going to look at the essence of your person. So what is their overall, soul essence? We're going to look at that. Then we're going to get into what they're currently going through in their mind, body, spirit. Then we are going to look at what impressions do they give to people who they meet them for the first time, or how they are in their comfort zone, or, what are they a natural at, those type of things. And then from there, we're going to get into, of course, the compatibility in this connection, right? What does the mental, emotional, physical compatibility look like? So that's going to be kind of the first part of the reading. And then I did not do this for pile 1, but I'll have to pause and clear the cards and then start the second part because it's a lot of cards. And in the second part, what we're going to do is we're going to look at what needs to happen for this union to be, right? What do you need to work on? What do they need to work on? And what's happening at the moment, what Spirit wants to bring forward. We'll look at Spirit messages and advice, and then towards the end, we're going to do the fun, light-hearted part about personality characteristics, so physical characteristics, and then we'll also draw some letters for their names, okay? So that's quite a lot, but I'm having a lot of fun doing this. It's a lot of channeling, so it does take a lot of energy. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. With that, let's get right into it. We have the cards pre-pulled. I'm only going to use the deck if I need to clarify something, okay? All right, my beautiful pile 2. Did I say 1 at the beginning? If I did, I'm sorry. Pile 2. All right, so we have pre-drawn quite a few cards, oracle cards in tarot, and we're gonna get to know your person better. So these cards, these oracles, are gonna tell us about their soul essence, who they are. Wow, Pisces coming through very strongly. We have the High Priestess, Harness Mystic Power. Wow. Really powerful. We have the Snake Spirit, number 55. Oh my gosh. 5s were prominent in pile 1 as well, so it's possible maybe you watch that, or, if you're drawn to it another time, you can go and watch pile 1 as well. That may be relevant to you. Snake Spirit, Time to Heal. Wow. These are deep cards. I mean, yes, these are very spiritual decks, but even within them, there's a range, right? With this person, major transformations, resurrection, shadow work. And the 55 here is an angel number. Okay, it is a master number. So you may be seeing repeating 5s, or they may see repeating 5s. And again, 5s, repeating 5s talk about changes, major changes coming in our life. So they may be going through a major transformation, and their soul, at their soul level, they signed up for growth, consistent growth throughout their life, and this growth coming from within, because with the High Priestess here, they have very, very strong intuition, and so do you, because if you're drawn to this pile, a lot of times the vibrations are very similar to your partner, because this is your soulmate, this is your spouse we're talking about. So you're going to be a vibrational match, very deep intuition, maybe a matter of becoming confident about it, but this is like their inner power. Okay, let's see what else we have. We have a change in the wind, number 3. This is 12 that reduces to a 3, so the number 12 or 3 may be relevant to you or to them. Now this is amazing. We're talking about changes, and the term change is coming here. So this may be a pivotal time in their life at this moment, where they may be going through a lot of change. They may be changing jobs. I see a home here. They may be moving residences, and maybe that's an important marker, right, for the two of you to meet. That's what we're looking into. But it could be literally them changing everything about them. And I also get the feeling that they may be physically transforming, which is true with the snake spirit coming over here. Apologies for the noise. I'm recording at night, and even then we get a lot of noise here. So changes. Their family or their friends circle may no longer recognize them. And this is very common. And by recognize them, I mean their energy, okay? And yes, sometimes it can also be a physical transformation where, let's say, sometimes you'll feel like the way we carry emotion in our body shape can also change. I'm hearing for some of that. So they may be somebody who has actually lost a lot of weight or gained a lot of muscle, either way. And not from like a diet perspective, but because they've done so much healing work, energetically your composition changes. So they may be somebody like that. Wow, very amazing. Okay, and then wow, we have the sea serpent, which is the sacral chakra, the second chakra. So in this deck, when we get the circle at the top, it's again a very spiritual. So this is the fifth element. Oh, actually, they may like the movie Fifth Element, or you may like the movie Fifth Element. I don't know. That's coming through because we have earth, air, fire, water, and then the fifth element is spirit in this deck, and they have this. Oh my God, I'm like having such major, like, spirit is like pouring messages at me. There is a sea serpent and there is a snake. Okay, this is an extremely wise person, not just well read, like this is not just education, but they know a lot about spirituality. They may know a lot about different religions, different cultures. That's coming through, but they are pretty much, as I said, their soul has signed up for going through growth through their entire life. So when you come into union, the two of you are going to continue growing and continue expanding, because this is what the sea serpent is. Also, this is the second chakra, which is the sacral chakra. So they are really becoming more, that's why this came through, they're becoming more and more confident in their intuitive powers. Okay, they may not have been a natural at this at the beginning, but with the snake, the transformation that they've gone through, where they've shed their old skin. And the reason the snake sheds their old skin is because literally they would be in physical pain, because why it's happening is the snake's body grows, and when the body grows, they can no longer fit in the old shell. So the snake has to shed it so it can come out. And yes, when the snake comes out of the old skin, there is a period which is very tender, because now they have like raw skin, because it's like fresh, it's like baby skin. And these are all metaphors, but there is a physical, energetic thing that I'm getting with them. So that's why I feel like energetically their body has shifted, but that's what they're going to continue doing. But this is a pivotal point in their life where, with the sacral chakra showing up over here, they are actually tapping into their creativity. They are listening to their intuitive nudges, because they may be getting a lot of creative ideas. They're believing in them, and then they're gaining the confidence to trust and work on them. Okay, so very self-oriented energy, but somebody who's building their life. They're literally building their life and changing their life. This could mean changing jobs, changing looks, changing places where they live, changing their lifestyle, their health, their fitness, what they read, what they watch. They may be getting a lot into astrology, into tarot, into the esoteric, occult, whatever. So they're just like building. They're really busy working on themselves. Really beautiful, but coming into a lot of like creative energy and learning to tap into their intuition. Okay. Wow. Okay. Of course, all the piles are pretty deep. I like that. So, which again is thank you to you as well, because you bring this energy to the channel, right? And you'll see me do like ahs and oohs, because I draw the cards and I put them aside a few days before, and then I look at them when I do the readings. I'm like, what? This is a big coincidence here. I don't know what the snake represents, like what element it represents. I'll have to go back and look into that. There's got to be an earth element to it. So we'll see. We'll see. But if you are interested, you can look up on what element the snake spirit represents. But it is time to heal. Okay, so we're going to look at what's happening with them in their mind, body, spirit at this moment. Okay, so let's see. In their mental body, we have Hanuman. So that's a lot of devotion, a lot of, again, tapping into this high spirited came through. High-spirited. High priestess energy is what I meant to say. And then we have the moon. Oh, wow. Look, exactly. Pisces energy is coming through very strongly for this person. So and I love how the moon card is like really like, holding on to their heart. It's almost like they're sighing at the beauty of the night, of the stars that surround them, right? So this is, again, it's interesting because the heart is expanding. And if you're not familiar with Hanuman, Hanuman literally shows their devotion by opening their heart space, and they show the god and the goddess that they admired the most, because they had spent their life in devotion to them. So it's, again, literally like they're opening up their heart, and they're set on it. Okay, they, no matter what they've gone through, they're very determined, or like mentally, they have made up their mind that they're going to grow from that experience. Okay, they're not just going to be stuck in that old rut, in that old mind, body, spirit, but they are really determined to really grow further into this new realm that they've come across of, like, intuition, meditation, maybe some yoga that's coming through for them. All of those elements, but tapping and growing into and believing in their intuition is what I'm picking up over here. Let's see, in their physical body. Oh, this is lovely. They have Rajas in their physical body and the 10 of Pentacles. So Rajas really talks about taking a break. Okay, this is why I feel like they're just working on themselves at this point. This is when the tiger is just like basking in the sun and, their warm fields, just enjoying life, taking a break and really soaking up the earth's energies. And then we have major earth over here with the 10 of Pentacles. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a giant octopus and there are like 3 babies around the octopus, and then there's money floating around. The octopus is what I feel they represent. That's what their essence is coming through, because this is somebody who has worked hard, has built their abundance, but they literally are, this is a father energy, okay? The octopus, the way it's described in this deck is very beautiful. It's like, this is like the provider of the family, okay? This is the big daddy who's gonna take care of everybody under their wing, right? But it also talks about prosperity. So they may be vacationing, they may be doing some tours, some trips at this point. Similar energy came in pile 1, but this for this pile, this energy is a little bit more of luxury, is what I'm hearing, like pampering themselves. Okay, at this point they're literally pampering themselves, versus it was a little different on the first pile, but good for them. I really like that. This is very rare that we get to see people actually, all the hard work that they've done in making that money and building their abundance and their savings, that they actually spend on themselves. That's rare to see. So I really like that. I really like this person is actually spending on themselves, spoiling themselves, because that's where self-care is often just not taught. Okay, it's always about devotion to others, but this is what this person is working on. Wow, I like it very much. Okay, so let's look at their spirit. Okay, what's going on within them at this point? We have pranayama. See, yoga came through. Pranayama is the breathing exercise, or the breathing part of the yoga practice. And then they have 6 of Wands. So look, they are ready to blossom, or they are already blossoming. The 6 of Wands talks about generally recognition and, being visible or receiving what you deserve. But this coming in the spirit is like the spirit is ready to blossom at this time. They're ready to, focus on their inner joy. And they understand that it's really them who has to recognize themselves, right? It comes from within. So there's a sense of empowerment and a sense of freedom. Like, look at this person's energy. It's just like open arms, complete freedom here in how they are viewing themselves. Their spirit is ready to soar, and they recognize their inner strength and their perseverance and transformation and tapping into their intuition, and they recognize like they give themselves enough recognition in order to take care of themselves, right? Beautiful. They're in a very good place. Very good place. I feel like this thing over here that says time to heal, that healing has almost happened. It's pretty much happened because they're in such a fun place right now. They're having a good time. They're taking care of themselves. Being their own sugar daddy, sugar mama, whatever that may be, because they value themselves. This is a very, very healthy person. They're really healed from here. All right. So with that, let's get into, some of their impressions. So we're going to look at how would people see them when they see them or meet them for the first time? What is their first impression? What is their comfort zone, as in, how they are at home, and what are they naturally born with or they're good at, okay? And then we're going to add some astrology and some months onto it to see what we get. So Spirit, for my pile number 2. So their first impression, we have the 9 of Swords. Interesting energy. So they give off quite a guarded energy. So first time when people would meet them, they probably may be on the shy side, and they may not be on the shy side, by the way. This is because this is impression. This is the reflection of people. So we always see someone as the reflection of how we perceive, right, from our consciousness. So people may see that this person is a bit guarded and maybe a little bit cold. So people may not bother them easily, or they give off this air of like, you can't bother me. Okay, I'm not bothered by your bullshit. All that stuff. So that's kind of coming through very strongly, but also because they're very wise. The panther is, again, a very intuitive animal. They have large cats showing up. So maybe for some of you or for them, see cat and large cats, black cats. Maybe your spirit animal or their spirit animal, and snakes, of course. How could I miss that? Snakes could be your or their spirit animal. And by the way, I think I've talked in one of my other readings that our spirit animals, we have many, and they will cycle through our life at different points based on what we need to learn or what we need to lean into. So snakes usually show up quite often in our dreams, or we'll watch them in movies and stuff, hopefully not in real life. That'll just freak us out. But when we are going through a transformation, the black panther or black cats, and even the big cats here, for me personally, I can speak to this, black panther has always shown through when I've been going through an empowering moment in my life, because the panther can see in the dark and it can blend with the dark. It's a survival of it's not the fittest. It's how do you blend and morph that you become invisible, but at the same time, the only thing you trust is your own intuition. So it can be a time where you're not visible to other people because the panther moves in dark, in stealth, and waits for the perfect moment. Even, when they're hunting, right? They wait for the perfect moment. They can persevere. They can freaking persevere in the hardest of times because they're so strongly determined, right? So if panthers are showing up for you, or any large cats or cats are showing up for you in your dreams, you may want to just read up the spiritual meaning of that. That'll give you a lot of pointers and what your spirit team is trying to bring forward to you. Okay, so that's just a sidebar. But for people, they have this presence, this commanding presence, that they're very powerful, very fast, very wise, and almost like at another level. So they may give off this air, or people may see them as like, oh, not quite approachable. People are going to be smart about what they say around this person. Okay, that's the first impression. So let's see how they actually are. What do they enjoy? Where do they find their comfort and their safety when they're in their home, in their comfort zone, in their PJs, just hanging around house. Wow. You guys have to watch pile 1. Exactly 3 of Pentacles, from another deck for another pile in the same position. So Three of Pentacles is like building, co-creating, doing a lot of like stuff at home. And this is my part of like where I like to see their, what is their moon, their safety, their where do they find comfort. And when the Three of Pentacles shows up, like they actually like to do a lot of things in the house. So there's always like something they'll be working on. They enjoy doing like little projects at home. They may be fixing, you know, I don't know, the cabinets, or they may be like, you know, even doing things like vacuuming, I'm hearing. So they may like a clean house, but they like do it themselves type of personality. But always there is some project that is brewing in their house. And this is how it's not I think the message is coming through. It's not a mechanism for avoiding any shadow work that we're seeing. This is pretty much like their moment of joy. They get a lot of comfort from the earthiness of doing things around the house. Okay, this may be a very handy person. And this is an interesting Three of Pentacles because there is no other person helping them. There is no partner. Generally, Three of Pentacles always have somebody else with them, which means they're doing a lot of teamwork. But this is like a solo project person, okay? You give them 20 tasks, they're happy to do them by themselves. That's the energy. They find a lot of, maybe it's the earthiness and the repetition and the mundane nature of the things that they do at home that brings them a lot of, it's like a security and a comfort blanket for them, okay? So this person will always be busy at home, always doing something. And let's see what maybe a natural strength for them. You can think of this as like, you know, their sun sign, they're what they're born with, okay? Wow, we have the Ace of Wands. How beautiful is this? And right under the sea serpent, which was the sacral chakra, which is creativity. Okay, so second chakra is pretty, they are a born creative, okay? They will always come up with the most creative idea, quite different from others, like, because the way this hand is just like jutting out, it's almost like their ideas are so far beyond, like, you know, regular people like me would understand, but their creativity is like really strong. And that's what they're tapping into at the moment. So they may be doing some very creative projects when you meet them, is what I'm hearing, but that's their natural. This is what they're just gifted. You know, this is literally like, universe has just gifted them with the power of standing out, of really solving problems, of coming up with creative solutions. Very creative. That's who they are. So on that, let's use some astro deck. And I don't know what this deck is called, but this is astrology and houses and the planetary elements. So let's see, when we look at this natural strength, what else do we have? What comes up, Spirit, for pile two's person and their natural ability? Of course, we're talking about wands, which is fiery energy, and look what we get. We get sextile. Sextile is all about opportunity, it's collaboration, it is bringing, it is creation, right? It is, you know, sextile is literally when planets are having sex, or they're in a position where they can co-create. So this is that they may also like a lot of sex, heads up. So if you, manage your energies with them, that's coming through. So Ace of Wands, they initiate a lot of things, and they're pretty much gifted at tapping into the right opportunities, okay? This is like perfect alignment. This may be somebody who finds themselves at the right place at the right time. You know, it's never happened to me. I really like this. I wish I could get that as a natural gift. But this is what's showing up for them, is like, you know, really a lot of elements in the universe really assist them in bringing opportunities and the right people and opening the right doors for them. And their light really shines bright through that, okay? All right, so let's see. Oh, there's so many turned over, so I'm gonna have to shuffle that one more time. I did see Aquarius there as well, just a little bit. So let's see, their comfort zone. What brings them comfort? We have conjunction, empowerment. Oh my gosh, this could not be... This is crazy. Same two cards in the same place as pile one. So I know these readings are long, but someday when you're in the mood, you may want to watch pile one as well. but they find comfort in empowering others and in working in conjunction with others. These are, again, beginnings. Styles have new beginnings. Conjunction also creates new beginning. This is pretty much when two planets or more planets come together and they create energies together, right? So their comfort zone is in creation. This is their core. There is not going to be a dull moment in this relationship, okay? This is, again, joining forces with you, creating something new, creating in the home, creating family. All of that is going to be very important to them. So this could definitely be, this could also be your energies, right? Because we're talking usually, this is going to be a vibrational match when you come into union. So you may enjoy that as well, but they may have like planets in powerful conjunction in their chart. And then let's look at their rising energy, their first impressions, and how they view the world or how the world views them. Let's see what we have, Spirit. We have Gemini, the butterfly. This is quite an interesting person, I have to say. So Gemini is, again, curious, communicative, versatile, flexible. Gemini is also the sign of the twins, right? So no wonder people think twice before approaching them, because they don't know which way they're going to go, okay? And this is, again, about strangers, about people who meet them the first time. Because they have such a strong aura, they're very intelligent, they're very good at articulating themselves, they're very communicative, they're very creative. And with these two energies here next to each other, definitely somebody who's working on something or the other. They may have a lot of projects in parallel going on for them, but this is also the social butterfly, so they may be a natural at or they may like to network a lot. And actually this could represent the people really want to be on their inner circle, but they approach them carefully because they are really so beautiful and so magnetic that people want to be in their circle, but they kind of feel like, oh, this could go either way. So they're a bit cautious around them. But this could be a very talkative person, very creative person, very curious, and they may have a very expansive mind, okay? Very, very intelligent. All right, so let's get a few months for them. This could be their birthday, your birthday, the month you guys meet, or someone important, something important may happen. Let's see what we have. Okay, so pile 2, we have February. Is it very windy in February? I like the imagery over here. So we have February, we have May, and whoop, this is flying off. The wind is blowing it away, huh? Interesting. Okay. Let's get you one more Spirit for my beautiful pile 2. We have October. They may really like fall, okay? Because there's like wind, and fall theme coming through. So that may be something they enjoy or you enjoy overall. Okay, so with that, we're going to get into the union. We're going to look at the compatibility first, and after that I'm going to clear the table, and then we're going to get into what needs to happen for the union, right? So we have mental, emotional, and physical compatibility. So we're going to start with mental compatibility in this connection. So with your future spouse, what is this connection going to be like in terms of mental compatibility? We have the 4 of Pentacles. Wow, we have the Emperor. How gorgeous is this Emperor? Okay, and then we have the Knight of Wands. So first of all, again, fire energy is showing up. They had fire here as well. So this person could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Take it as it fits, because fire element is, and actually very strong air. The Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius is also possible for this person. We did see Aquarius when I was actually holding the cards. It did flip over. So any of those signs are possible. So for mental compatibility, let me get this. So there is, again, both people want to support each other. But the emperor here, the emperor is the king of all kings, the divine masculine. So what I'm seeing is that with the projects over here and with the Knight of Wands, which is all about like passionate beginnings and like charging ahead with things, both people may be very excited and may have a very active brain and active mind, okay? And both may want to take a lead on things. But with the Four of Pentacles, you know, it is kind of like, fine, if you're going to take the lead, I'm going to sit back and relax, okay? But it's in a very mutual way. You may be both like brimming with ideas all the time, like wanting to create things or wanting to travel, because this is also like the traveler. You may want to like go on adventures together. You may come up with the idea together, but then one person may take the lead and the other will be totally fine with that, you know, because we agree on what we want to do. And once we agree, is like, sure, do you want to take the lead on this? Do I want to take a lead on this? It's a very, very mutually kind of like agreeable. I don't want to say respected, because yes, there is a lot of respect, of course, in any healthy relationship that's going to show here. But this feels like the attitude is like, hey, what is fun? What is exciting? What are we going to do? Let's go ahead and do it. It's like, oh, but do you want to take the call or do you want me to do it? It's not like pushing onto the other person, but like mutually agreeing which one wants to take the lead, and the other person just like, you know, buckles up and relaxes and takes the, let's say, the navigator seat versus the driver's seat. So I would say very healthy mental connection over here, okay? So let's see emotionally, how is it going to be? And this connection, we have, wow, emotionally, we have the Hierophant. Guys, we have the High Priestess and the High Priest here. Another indicator of a divine couple, divine partnership here on the table. So teaching each other. Wow, okay. Let's see what else we have. We have Judgment. Ooh, major arcana. And then we have Hermit. Three major arcanas for emotional compatibility. This is a highly, highly emotionally fulfilling connection, extremely compatible, okay? You are able to, well, especially with the Hermit showing up here. So we have Virgo, we have Libra, well, I don't know. And then we have Taurus over here. Very grounded energy. Like in this connection, there's not going to be crazy emotions flying left, right, and center. Very mature, but a very strong emotional bond. With the Hermit energy, if one of you kind of goes within, withdraws, you know, the other person with the Judgment is going to help you rise up, okay? Judgment is all about rising up, awakening, pull you out of any, you know, mental, emotional baggage or trauma or something, some triggers that either one of may go through, the other person is going to pull them up and actually help them heal, okay? Because the Hierophant sets an example for others, but also is there to coach other people. But because this is a marriage that we're looking at, it's like being there for each other to provide this most solid emotional support and helping people heal. Like there's a lot of healing energy here. So again, a little bit similar, but I think I'm not picking up like pile one had a telepathic connection, but this one is like, it is very deeply seated. If one person withdraws, the other is going to pull them out, and they're going to be like, say the right things at the right time. Very deep connection, very solid. Wow, it's amazing. And you'll always speak the truth, because the Judgment is all about truth. The Hermit is about the inner feelings, and the Hierophant is about expressing. Hierophant is always saying things and others are listening, right? So very expressive emotional connection, but also like really supporting each other a lot. So let's see what the physical connection is going to be like. We got the Seven of Swords. Okay. We have the Two of Pentacles. That's balance. It's quite balanced. And then we have the Page of Wands. Okay, starting out, this is going to be a slow burn because we got the Seven of Swords over here. The Seven of Swords, you know, we don't want to rush into it, but there's also a little bit of like, especially with this Hermit energy coming through over here, this is giving me the sense that, you know, one or maybe both of you may approach each other quite slowly. Like, sex is not going to be the answer to any problems. There's actually going to be more conversation. There's going to be very mature conversations here. And as I said, like, because the minds are so well connected, there's going to be more talk first before we get down, right? And this is why it's coming out as a very equal, balanced physical chemistry over here, okay? It's not going to be one person taking the lead all the time. As we saw here, it could be either or. I'm not seeing very gender specific orientation in the sense of like gender assigned roles that, okay, the male has always to start, the woman cannot initiate, things like that, okay? That is not there, because that's why it's like a, you know, you may take turns on who initiates. Now, this is going to be a slow burn because we do have a little bit of a cautious energy initially. Like, if you identify with either of the genders or gender roles, if you're the female, initially you may not feel comfortable initiating, but over time with the Page of Wands, you know, this is something both will come into, and it's going to be a very, very balanced physical connection. Okay, it's a very solid one because we do have the Two of Pentacles, but it's gonna keep things flexible and changing and exciting all at the same time. We do have fiery energy here. Okay, this is going to be like every time is going to feel new, is what I'm hearing with these two cards. But yes, in the beginning, this may be a connection where you may date for a little bit before you really get physical, because we have such major, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas here. There's such a deeper connection that you can't stop talking initially. There's so much to discuss. There's so many experiences to compare and contrast and plan and do all of that. This comes after, okay? That's what I'm seeing over here. All right, so I'm going to pause here. I'm going to clear the table, and we're going to look into what you need to work on, what they need to work on in order for you guys to come into union, and then we'll do all the other fun stuff. So let me just clear the table. Okay, so now we're going to look into, and this part again, we have for you and for them. Feel free to reverse the roles if that makes sense, but we're going to see what are you perfecting, what are you mastering, or what you need to master in order to come into union, and then the same for them. So let's see what we have for you. We have trust. Okay, the Seven of Swords could be your energy. I am safe, I am secure, in love I trust, my faith endures. So number 31 or the number 4 may be relevant to you. And then we have Moon in Virgo, order, 6th house. Okay, and you may also have like Virgo placements in your chart, or prominent Virgo placements in your chart. So these two coming forward together, they're kind of playing off of each other, because we have trust, and then we're saying our security, which is the moon, lies in order in Virgo. So this may be a phase that you're going through right now. You may find, I mean, you could relate to this if you find yourself organizing things around your house, building lists and building a plan, and you know, sorting through your paperwork, just cleaning, detoxing, any of this, because you see how like well lined all these plants are in this garden. This garden is not an organic garden. This is a really planned carefully. Every seed has been, you know, sown at a particular distance in a particular order. And this is where we're still working on our trust in the universe. Why? Because we've gone through some certain experiences that were out of our control, right? We feel quite, I don't want to say powerless, but we feel uncomfortable because things were not in our control, or we couldn't do anything about the experiences that we've had in our life. So when we go through a healing phase, we become over independent. We become independent by planning every single thing, creating order out of the chaos, because this brings comfort. Now, nothing wrong with that. That is a 6th house energy. It is day-to-day routines. It can be a little boring to other people, but this is a necessary part of healing. Once you reach a stage where you feel like you no longer have to create order and your think of the day when you're okay with mess for a few days around your house, around your work, your car, whatever that may be. That's the day when you're fully healed, because you're more going with the flow. And when you're going with the flow is because you have trust in the universe. Okay, so you may be at the tail end of this journey, but that's something that's coming through, and Spirit really wants to highlight. Stop trying to control everything. Stop trying to overanalyze, to overplan. Learn to go with the flow and trust that Spirit has your back. And when you just go with the flow, that's also you open yourself to someone coming into your life. Okay, so take it as it fits, but this is what's coming through. Let's see for your person what they gotta master, what they still gotta work on in order for you to come in union. We have harmony, number 27, or the number 10 or the number 1 may be important. So as I create, I will share harmony divine with love and care. So I'm getting the create part again for them. So let's see. So inner peace came through for them earlier on through one of the yogic cards that we had. So they are working through their inner peace and harmony. And then we have Mars in Cancer, quarrel, 4th house. Okay. So this is interesting because this is unique. They may be dealing with some issues in their home and family arena. Okay, that's coming through. And didn't we have the change of home for them? So that may be something that they're actually working on, or they're trying to find their peace and kind of be in a place where their family is trying to find peace with them. So peace and harmony with them, because remember, we had that energy of like they may have morphed so much that their friend circle or their acquaintances, even their family, may not even recognize them anymore. That may create a little bit of friction for them in the home arena. So they're trying to create harmony, standing in their own power, at the same time, not letting the family drama affect them. So their 4th house is activated, your 6th house is activated, but overall, trust and harmony are the main issues that we're working through in order for us to come into union, okay? And please feel free to like reverse the roles over here. I just need a sip of water, just a second. All right, thank you for that. So Spirit, what else does my beautiful pile 2 need to know about this union? What does my pile 2 need to know? We have potential, fulfillment, risk, achievement. Your potential is limitless. Look at that. The potential of this connection is absolutely limitless. I love it. We have surrender. What did we just talk about? Going with the flow. Detach, trust, free fall, have faith that all will be well. So the more you open to this energy and go with the flow, the faster the universe can actually make things happen. Because here's the funny thing, and this is why manifestation gets delayed as well, because we put a lot of conditions on it. Hey, I want it to happen. I want to meet my person when this and this, and I'm looking my best, and I'm here, and the temperature is this, and all that jazz, right? So the universe is really saying surrender, and let the universe flow this person to you. We have chaser, in pursuit, convincing, rejection. Let them go and let it be, okay? So this is, again, just a gentle nudge again. If you find yourself being the chaser in a connection, that is not the right connection for you. Rather, oh my God, look at the cards just like popping out. All right, I gotta take this all. Oh, that's so much. Okay, well, yeah, that's what Spirit wants to say. Marriage, legal partnership, commitment, marital bond, societal contract. Hallelujah, you're at the right reading for the right message. Okay, let's see what else we got. These cards keep like moving. You have sacred space, altar, prayer, candles, commune with your own divinity. So this is, again, going back to creating our own space. Self-love, self-care is important, but also like creating our boundaries. So I think they are pretty good at creating boundaries. Maybe they overdo it, perhaps, with that 9 of Swords the panther energy that we were getting. But this is kind of Spirit just inspiring you to create your own sacred space. You have appreciate. Today I am grateful. Your twin appreciates you. See the blessings. Practice appreciation. Again, self-appreciation is really, really important. Okay, so love yourself first. Vibrate high. Oh, interesting. Next card is vibration. Raise your vibration to bring this person in, because there's so much growth potential here. Definitely marriage is coming through. But this is going to be different from past relationships where people may have, or somebody may have chased you, or you may have chased someone. That's not what this connection is going to feel like. There's going to be equal match in the vibration. You have energy and positivity. Raise your vibration to attract what you desire. But just say, if you're creating any manifestations, just say, this is who I want to meet, this person like this, or better. You always want to end your manifestations, affirmations with or better, because that does not box you in. Because, you know, in our human capacity, we can only think so much. We can only think of so much patterns and constructs. But if we say or better, then that gives the universe and spirit the, kind of like the freedom to act outside of the box and bring us what's best for our highest good, right? That's what could happen. So let's see what else. Meanwhile, also start thinking of a question, because I'm going to use the answer oracle to get one answer for you. So let's see what else is happening, or what else my pile 2 need to know about this connection. Thank you, Spirit. Love, unconditional love, self-love. That's a big one. It's coming up again and again. So please appreciate yourself. You are amazing. Let me say that to you. You are amazing. Learn to love yourself. You know, there's oneness, passion, affection, and what is that? Attraction. And this is also like, oh, right here, appreciate. Today I am grateful. The more you appreciate yourself, the faster this person is going to come into union with you. What else, Spirit? We have abundance. This is right as the potential energy. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. And I really want to put it right here on the potential energy here, because I feel like together you'll be creating a lot of abundance with this person. A lot. We have that 10 of Pentacles in there as well in the beginning. We have boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. So really leaving the past behind, but there's like this progression with when the boat shows up. And then we have ascending. I mean, again, both are ascending. Transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. Both of you are really preparing for union as you're going through all of this. Let's get one final one and then start thinking of your question. We got 2. Okay. We have I like you, someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun, flirting, want to date. And then we have clock, need time, takes time in time cycles, time to heal, progress. Okay. So we have like both, which both of these are literally talking about you're both progressing on this journey, okay? And you're coming into this beautiful romantic energy. You're ascending. Learn to love yourself, believe in an abundant energy field, and also know that you're going to create a lot of abundance together. So with that, before I lose my voice, think of a question, and we're going to draw you an answer from the answer oracles. Okay, Spirit, what does my pile 2 need to hear? What does my pile 2 need to hear? Oh, there's too many that flipped over. Okay, I'm going to take them anyway. Let's see what we have. It says, not the right time. Oh my God, you won't believe what the next card. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Not the right time. Okay, so this is where did I put this? We are ascending. Okay, so there is a journey that's happening over here. Very interesting, because the next 2 are trust and romance. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? The repeating messages here. There is love, there is self-love, appreciation, there's romance, there's abundance, there's I like you, there's ascending, and then there's trust. Trust, first of all, trust this is in the cards for you. Okay? You're not meant to be single. You're not meant to be alone in this life, no matter what age, no matter what life stage you're at. Okay? No matter how you look. A lot of us like, oh, I look this way, I'm not gonna, no. Trust in the process. Romance is here for you in this lifetime, but this is not the right time because clearly both parties need to do a little bit more work and ascend to the right vibration. Okay? That's what we're seeing over here. So we're going to move these aside, and then we are going to move into our fun. We have some, handwritten oracles with the characteristics of your person. We're going to draw some letters, and then we're also going to draw final messages from romance angels. So let's just get these out of the way and look right into it. Okay, thank you for your patience as I clear the table because it's a lot of cards. All right, fun. Let's get into your person's physical characteristics. Spirit, please help us see what what pile two's future spouse may look like, what characteristics they may have, what we need to know. Okay, we have trim. Okay, we have orderly. Oh my goodness. Mirroring energies are what? We just got this message. Orderly, they may find comfort just like you did, or maybe that was a vice versa energy that we were picking on. We have warm, so they have a very warm personality. Olive complexion, is this one? Yeah, they may have olive complexion. Let's get a few more. We have open to feelings. Oh my gosh. Then we have like a very strong emotional connection, such a strong emotional bond that we were picking up with the two of you. So they would be very open to feelings. I really like seeing that. So very mature person. We have deep set eyes. Okay, and take this as it fits. Okay, this is supposed to be the lighthearted part. Short nose. Oh, they have a cute short nose. Oh, it's almost giving me those, those animated characters. They have like a cute little tiny nose. I really like those. Okay, let's get two more, Spirit. Two more. Below average height. So this was when I was writing, this is more around, they may not be like tall, okay? Male or female, this could be like, okay, just average, or they could be the same height as you. And then we have compliant. Oh my God, orderly and compliant. What is this? This is gonna be so easy breezy. This is amazing. All right, so I'm gonna use these just away from the microphone to draw you a few letters. This could be their initials, your initials, and we try to make some words. Again, you are way more creative than I am at this, so this could be activities, hobbies, any of that. So let's see what we have, whatever Spirit wants to bring through. So we have M-U-E. What else we got? We got so many E's. Oh, there's a lot of E's. 3 E's, 4 E's, 3 O's, R's, repeating. So you guys may be seeing a lot of repeating numbers because there's so many repeating letters here. This is interesting. Oh my goodness. There are, so 444 could be an important number because we have the letter O 4 times here. We have the letter R 4 times here. Am I right? I'm wrong. Okay. So 3s or 4s. This is so interesting. How many E's have we got here? 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, you know what I'm getting with this? 3, 4, 5. So this is gonna be, remember we got the step-by-step or a slow burn message when we were looking at the compatibility of the union. This is gonna grow. This is like step by step, and it's like progression. there's going to be a lot of, oh, this one is turned. Oh, interesting. O's and zeros. So this is going to be consistently growing strong over time. That's how this bond is going to be. But of course, like, feel free to make words out of it. Oh my God, look at this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Isn't that song? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it used to be like the Apple jingle for their commercials a few years ago. And we have 2 Ds. What is going on over here? What's with all the repeating numbers? Comment below. I mean, this is amazing. Okay, I've never seen so many repeating letters. So both of you may be seeing a lot of repeating. On number plates, I'm hearing specifically, you may be seeing a lot of repeating letters or numbers. So what do we do with this? I don't even know what we want to create. We got the octopus, where we got the fatherly nature. So they may have quite a bit of a masculine provider energy to them. Let's see what else. Interesting. Look at this. They may like Katy Perry. You may like Katy Perry. We have Roar for her song Roar, or this could be also another reference to big cats. So please, I think because the cats are coming up quite strongly, you may have cats, they may have cats, or you may want to read up on big cats like tigers, white tigers, black tigers. Well, I don't know, they're black tigers, black panthers, jaguars as spirit animals, and just read up on the subtle differences, because this is coming up. What else do we have here? We did get the abundant energy, so you may create quite a bit more together. There's a lot of abundance that's coming through. What else? New thinking. Especially with as they're tapping into their spirituality, a lot of like new religions and new spiritual thoughts or practices or meditation practices may come forward for them. I don't know. I mean, there's like so much going on over here. Or love. What else we got? Well, this is where I'm going to stop because my brain isn't working anymore. We have the name Neo here. We have the name Lou. We have the name, they may like boating, with the oar over here. We have they may have these letters quite a bit in their name. We have, ooh, you're gonna see some good omens, or there may be like a lot of serendipity when you're about to come into union. Let's see what else. Ooh, they may be into crystals, or you may be into crystals, because I'm getting like mineral ores and crystal ores over here. It's so funny, the words that are coming through. They may also, even the letter B is not here, but blue could be your favorite or their favorite color. I know the B is missing. Yeah, so that's what we have. So, comment below if you come up with any other words over here. Okay, all right, so to end your reading, last but not the least, let's get you some messages, advice from the Romance Angels. Romance Angels, thank you, Spirit, for my pile 2. What is your advice? What would you like to tell them? What would you like to tell my beautiful pile 2s? Yeah, currently there is separation, right? Currently we are time apart from your partner. Okay. What else we got going on? Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Going back to what we were talking about, remember the trust, and when we're talking about manifestations, that put your manifestations out there, but add the word or better, because this is what Spirit is really saying. Keep an open mind, okay? They may be slightly different than what you are used to. So give the universe a little bit more freedom, a little bit more agency to bring you who is for your highest good. Let's get one more. It flew out. We have, this is gonna be worth waiting for, okay? This person, divine timing is at work in your love life. What a message to end this reading on. All right, pile 2, if you like this reading, please give me a big thumbs up as an energy exchange. Like, comment, share the video, comment below the pieces that resonated specifically to you, and you know, if any of those vice versa scenarios came through, I would love to hear that from you. If I don't see you soon, I'll see you in the next one, in my next reading. Click on the bell notifications. Do subscribe if you haven't already. I wish you much love and light. Thank you for sitting through and watching this reading. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your reading on your future spouse. Just cleansing the space, as these readings are really long. So, you know, it's amazing. Actually, all the piles are really, really fun. I'm having a lot of fun, but I may be losing a little bit of voice, so bear with me. If you skipped the intro, I'm going to walk you through the structure, but this is for those of you who were drawn to the third deck, which is the Gilded Tarot Royale, or the pink bracelet. Okay, so we're going to keep this right over here. So we know this is for pile 3. Ow. Like what we have at the bottom. This is absolutely not intentional. What a surprise. The Lovers. So divine partners, of course. That's what we're talking about. We are looking into who your future spouse is going to be, right? And today's reading is going to cover, right from the beginning, a lot of cards are pre-pulled, and then we'll do quite a few live as well. This is long. Get comfortable, your PJs and your blankie, get a cup of coffee or hot cocoa, glass of wine, whatever works for you. But this is meant to be a relaxing look into your future spouse. So we're going to cover their soul essence, which are these oracle cards over here. We're going to look into, you know, their first impressions, their comfort zone, what they're naturally good at, if any astrological elements want to come through, any months that want to come through. And then we're going to get into the compatibility of the connection, right? Emotional, physical, mental compatibility. And that's going to be the first part of the reading. From there, we're going to get into what needs to happen for this union to come to be. Okay, and that's what we're going to look at, you know, what you need to work on, what they need to work on, and then more messages around the union itself. And after that, we're going to do the fun part of looking into their physical characteristics, into some letters and hobbies and things like that that wants to come through, and get some answers from oracle answers, and then wrap up with romance angels. Okay, so quite a bit of stuff going on today. So let's start with your person, pile 3. Spirit, tap me into pile 3's future spouse, and let's see who they are. We have Winter. Take care of your needs. So the wolf spirit is coming through. Very powerful. Very unique. What I'm already getting with this over here, because with the Winter, of course, you're not in union. That's why you're watching this reading. Or I'm assuming that, or if you are, then there may be a little bit of distance right now. But this person is in hibernation mode, okay? They may be in hermit mode, they may be working on themselves. But with the wolf, it's a very, very strong person, because wolf has a, like an alpha mentality, okay? And alpha is not just for leader, not just for being the leader of the relationship or the family, but this is about providing, okay? They take care of the pack. That's what I'm hearing very strongly. And, you know, this could also be somebody who actually takes care of quite a few dependents. And by that, I mean friends, family, they're always helping people out. Excuse me. So they are somebody who are like that wolf who just gathers everybody and takes care of everybody. However, with the Winter message coming here, but take care of your needs, right? Take care of your needs. It's kind of telling us this person may have had an imbalance of giving, okay? They are a true giver, and this may have led to them burning out their energy. So they're in a mode right now where they're in hibernation, hermit mode, where they're healing, where they're establishing their boundaries, they're cutting people off, but in a very healthy way, from a point of view of really taking care of themselves. Okay, they may feel a little burnt out. They may not have received enough because they're such a giver. And so this is what's telling me they could be an empath. They could be a very intuitive person. And of course, throughout the reading, please, if the messages resonate with you personally, it just shows how much more of a vibrational match you are with your person. And it can sometimes indicate the closer match we are, the sooner the union would happen. But again, I know nobody likes to hear divine timing. So it'll happen when it'll happen. Just trust that. But it's always a good sign when the energies resonate with you as well. So this could be an empath, a healer, a leader in some sort. Okay, that's what we're getting with the winter energy. Let's see what we have. We have Rhino Spirit. Oh my God, 5 again. Number 50. 5 has showed up in every single pile. So everybody's going through major energy shifts. 5s are all about changes and changes in energy in our life that bring a lot more growth. So everybody's going through change, and hopefully the planets are moving in the right direction, right? After the pandemic and all the craziness, finally things are moving. But we have Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacles. So again, a very, very strong person. I'm seeing the chakras lit up as well. Okay, so this person, they may be a Reiki healer, or they may like getting Reiki sessions, or they may be into yoga or any holistic health practices. But this is very interesting because on the surface, they may look very tough. Okay, they may look as somebody who's just too strong and you don't want to mess with them, but actually they have a heart of gold. Look at the amount of wings and flowers. Like, they are a beautiful soul, absolutely beautiful soul. And again, a pile where both of these cards, I mean, this is from the Animals for a deck, but this is from I forget, what is this one called? But what I mean to say is this one has a lot of archetypes and animals and elements in it. And this person has got both animals over here. So a tough exterior, but like this is like indestructible. They will provide that protection to their people. They can overcome anything in life. Very, very strong individual, and with a very pack mentality, providing for others. Okay, let's see what we have from here. Oh, look at that regeneration. Number 46 or the number 10 or the number 1 may be important to you or to them. So definitely this is what they're working on right now. And this is likely, maybe you are also working on this right now. That's why you have not met each other. But with the winter and the regeneration, the fire is starting to burn, okay? They may have been in a very hermit mode until now, but now they are starting to come out of it as they regenerate, okay? They're going through a phoenix moment. They're rebirthing. Again, like pile 1, Scorpio is coming through with this energy, but the rest is quite earthy. But I'm picking up water Scorpio energy here with the regeneration, okay? This is the death and rebirth. That's what they're working on themselves, okay? And then what we have here is the hummingbird, of course. This is air element. The hummingbird is a very, very transformative element, okay? It's air energy, so we have, oh my gosh, Gemini, Aquaria. Oh gosh, I've been speaking for like over 2 hours now. I'm doing this in a stretch, so my words may be a little crazy. Apologize for that. But a hummingbird with the air element is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Any of those signs or Scorpio is coming through. And then Earth is also heavily represented here. But hummingbird is the awakening moment. Okay, she represents, or he, doesn't matter, the bird represents the light within. When we find the light within and look at the darkness all around and look at the darkness in this card and at the winter, this person is going through, or actually it's coming out, let me say it's coming out of their dark night of the soul, because the hummingbird is lit up, okay? And this is such a beautiful person that they are so authentic that their light raises the vibration wherever they go. They have a beautiful aura. very bright, very magnetic person. Also, if you, the hardworking is coming through very clearly here through this card, and also through the hummingbird card, because the hummingbird works really hard. It's a tiny bird, but I don't know how many hundreds of times it bats its wing to stay floating in air against all odds. Its body, the mass, is not designed to be like that, right? Similar to the bumblebee example is coming through. If you look at the proportions of a bumblebee is actually not designed to hover in air, but it does. So that's the magic. That's the magic of, you know, how spirit creates us, or each and every single species. But this person here works very hard. It's working and trusting their own inner light, and really becoming much lighter than the past may have felt very heavy for them. Okay, so they're lightening up. It's like, again, yeah, regeneration is the right word. They're regenerating, rejuvenating. I'm hearing some of them may actually be going through, like they may start looking younger all of a sudden, whatever that is, as their energy shifts. Our physical appearance also shifts. Okay, so that may be going on with them. So very wise, very solid, grounded person, you know, just working through themselves and establishing some boundaries, because that's very important and healthy for them to like really rise in their power and be their authentic self and just emanate the light that they have within. Okay, so let's look at what may be going on with them at this point. We're going to look at mental body, their emotional or mind, body, spirit, and what's happening in their spirit. I missed a card here. Okay, so let's see what's happening in their mind or their mental focus. We have dharana. Okay, this is all about our philosophy, our thought process, how we think, what we believe. And let's see what they're looking at. Seven of Swords. Okay, so they are learning. Actually, this is very important phase for them, because they are learning how not to be so guarded all the time. Okay, they have dealt with quite a few what is the word, you know, double-faced people in their life, and it has given them quite a few of like hard experiences. Again, a lot of people have taken from them. Okay, and this usually is like the close circle, or even our co-workers or our bosses who just like take, and you know, we work for everybody, take care of everybody. So it has left them a little drained, and that's where they are completely changing their mindset on valuing themselves. And the more they value themselves and create their healthy boundaries, the less they have to worry about such people. Okay, so there's a big mental shift. There is a shift in let's say self-empowerment is what I'm hearing for this person. So it's almost like something is clicked into place. You know, it's almost like the final straw that breaks the camel's back. That's what they have gone through, because they were tired of giving. And finally they understood, like, hey, actually, the more they start saying no, the better they're able to navigate these people. And naturally, these people will just like get out of their life, you know. This is also similar to, you know, when we come into like situations when certain people are not like literally, but maybe bullying us into doing something for them. And, you know, bullies always get bored when you stop responding to them and when you create strict boundaries. It is not an easy thing to do, but once it mentally clicks, you know, you're able to take action on it. So that's what's going on. They are like literally overcoming any obstacles. They are toughening up as we speak in their mental attitude. Okay, something is really clicking into place for them mentally in their mental body. So let's see what's going on with them and their emotional state. We have Buddha, and then we have the Six of Wands. Wow, they are at peace by recognizing their own value. This came out for I think in the spirit space for another pile, but this is again, Six of Wands usually talks about victory, talks about recognition, it talks about overcoming obstacles and difficult times, but most of all it's about being recognized by others. Okay, but with Buddha over here, Buddha is all about inner peace. Okay, Buddha does not want worldly achievements. These two, what's really happening with them emotionally, they're so content. and they don't care whether others see their value or not. They value themselves. Such a strong person, such a strong person. They have like really, this regeneration is over because they're coming out and shining really, really bright over here. Let's see, let's put these over here somehow, get them on the board. But yeah, that's what's happening with them. They're really at peace, and they recognize their own self-worth, their own self-value, and that's how they're able to create these boundaries at this time. Okay, let's see what the spirit is ready to or where the spirit is or ready to be at this time. Oh, I like this. They have 𝗙𝗨𝗧𝗨𝗥𝗘. Okay, this is relaxation. Again, peace, relaxation. And then we have the 7 of Cups. Okay, there's okay, dream time. They may also, for you, maybe you may dream of tigers or white tigers, big cats coming through once again for yet another pile. And this is dream state. So they may be getting a lot of downloads at this point because they're in the state of 𝗙𝗨𝗧, which is a state of peace. It's a state of pretty much relaxing and going with the flow. When this happens, and again, you may know this, that, you know, when creators or artists, when they hit the creative block, that's because they have so much chaos and so many things to take care of. And this is why, like a weekend away, a staycation or a vacation, they come in as a mechanism to recharge. And this is what they're going through. I mean, the spirit is ready to just spring, you know, with a lot of creative ideas. There are a lot of dreams. They may be getting a lot of messages through dreams as they're going through their spiritual journey. But overall, they are at peace. This is so with the Buddha here and the 𝗙𝗨𝗧 here and the philosophies and the mindset changing, they are at so much peace with themselves. I love it. Really beautiful, peaceful energy that is coming through. Okay, so let's get to see, you know, we're going to look at their first impressions. We're going to look at how they are in their comfort zone and what they're naturally gifted at. So let's see how people may see them when they meet them for the very first time. So we have the Ace of Swords. Wow. Clear thinking. This person is a, for some reason the term sharp talker is coming through, but not in a negative sense. It's like they're very crisp, they're very articulate in how they express themselves. They're brilliant, they're very intelligent. That's their first impression, okay? So whenever, you know, they walk into a room or people meet them for the first time, they're like, wow, this is a very, what was that was coming up over here? I don't know if that's the right word, duplicious, or like, you know, double-faced. That's the opposite. So they're not that. And people clearly see that what you see is what you get with this person. That's their first impression. But also with the Ace of Swords, very clear, creative ideas, clear communication, and the best and brightest ideas. So people may see them as a very, very bright and intelligent individual, as like right off the bat, the first impression that they give, okay? So let's look at when I call this like when you're in your PJ zone, right? When you are comfortable, when you're in your comfort zone, in your home, like, you know, not worried about anybody judging you. Like, what is your comfort zone? What do they enjoy? How are they like when they're in their comfort zone? We have the Page of Swords. Ooh, I like this. So pages are very fresh energies, always starting something new. They have, like, with the 7 of Cups and this Page of Swords, they're bursting with ideas, okay? Their mind is, like, always thinking of something, like the next thing to do or next place to go or next project to work on. This is more of a mentally active energy. So when they're at home, when they're relaxed, when they're with their loved ones and their family, they speak quite freely, and they speak and they feel very comfortable expressing themselves, okay? Even though they may be sometimes surrounded by I'm picking up like parental figures, like especially like divine masculine, whoever the divine masculine is in their life. They may see them as, you know, innocent. So regardless of who they're surrounded by, they just speak their mind, and they speak it very truthfully. So Ace of Swords are coming very, very clearly for them. So air element, that's what they're going through probably. But yeah, they are very genuine, very childlike. There's a lot of innocence to them. They don't mean any harm. They are like really comfortable expressing themselves. They enjoy talking. They enjoy talking. They enjoy thinking through things. I won't be surprised if this is a Gemini rising. Excuse me. But yeah, they like to come up with creative ideas when they're in their comfort zone. Or maybe that's where they come up with the creative ideas. So this one here is going to tell us what they're naturally gifted at, okay, what they were born with. And we have the Four of Cups. This is a very patient person, okay, because the Four of Cups really talks about, you know, divine timing, when, you know, we have put in our work and then we're just, it's sometimes can be a waiting, contemplating energy, but this is also an energy of trust in the divine, that the right things will fall in our lap at the right time. So they are a very patient person. They know good things take time, and they do work hard at it. Okay, so they're just like this is not difficult for them. They may also be a natural at meditation, is what I'm seeing over here. So somebody who is very in tune with the passage of time. That's a very interesting phrase that wanted to come through. But yes, and they naturally, because of their trust and their belief, they naturally attract very beautiful opportunities to them. Their dreams do come true. They're a very good manifester, is what I'm getting. Okay, that's what they're gifted at. So let's get some astrology cards. Whoops. The whole, like, half the deck flipped over, and look what's the first thing over here is Gemini. I do feel they have strong air in their chart. So we're going to use, just going to shuffle this and get some either astrology elements or houses, anything that Spirit wants to bring through. So we'll start over here. What are they naturally gifted at, you know? Spirit, for pile 3, what is their person naturally good at? We have, oh, this isn't, oh my God, I have never seen this card. I thought this is part of the deck, but it's actually not. It's a special card. It's like a major arcana for this astro deck, and it's called the Numinous Mystery. And the keywords are the unknown, the unknowable, ESP, psychic abilities, the cosmos, universal truth, oneness, source, the unmet. This is really the occult, intuition, space. This is literally what I was getting here, that they manifest things because they're, I think what was the phrase that came through with the time? There is so much in flow in, I forget what I said, with time, in tune with time, okay? They have a certain ability, like with, especially with the regeneration, the hummingbird, they have, and you know, with their thought process that is just clicked in, they have tapped the manifestation, or they've tapped into the manifestation realm pretty easily. That comes to them very easily because, as I said, they know good things take time, and then, you know, they're very good at waiting and things do fall into place. And that's what this mystery is. They've sort of like tapped into some universal mystery. Amazing. And they may not even know this, actually. They may not even know this, but they're born with this. This is not something they've learned. They're just born with it. Wow, I'm like totally speechless there. Sacred geometry may be like a passion of theirs. Okay, Spirit, how about their, so could be their sun elements, what they shine at. This could be their comfort zone, their emotional support system, where they find emotional support or comfort. We have Pisces, so the mystic. Yes, look at that. There's so much mysticism coming with this person. And again, they get a lot of intuitive hits, and I like that they're pretty okay expressing those. Okay, this is not somebody who feels like weirded out by expressing like whatever creative idea they get, but they have very strong intuition. And in their home arena, so this could also be their, of course, their moon sign could be Pisces. But when they're at home, or when they're in their element, it could be work, at home, wherever, they really tap into their intuition, okay? They do things by a gut feel, and not by over analyzing things. Okay, so really learning, or they find comfort in things or doing things when they sit right with their gut. Okay, so very, very intuitive person. Now let's look at this one over here. The first impression could possibly indicate their rising sign or the first impression that people may get. We have Mars, action. Ooh, so air and fire together. So they could have Aries, or what's the other one? Scorpio. We had Scorpio here as well. Could be their rising sign. Did I say that in the beginning? They could be a Scorpio rising. I don't know. I said Scorpio rising or Gemini rising were the ones that were coming through, but with regeneration and Mars over here, this could be a Scorpio person or a Scorpio rising or an Aries rising. Take it as it fits. These are like very general. But this is, again, people see them very driven. I said very intelligent, very eloquent, very creative with their ideas, and always have, you know, the most brightest ideas. And then this tells us that they also take action on those. Okay, they're full of passion, they're full of desire, they're full of enthusiasm, and they charge their ideas with quite a bit of gutso and fire and passion overall. So very, very hardworking. Hardworking is coming through quite clearly. Okay, so in this part, we're going to get 3 months. This could be their birthday, your birthday, or something important to them or to you, for someone, or it could be the month that you meet or get married, any of those. So we have March. Okay. Oh, I turned 2. All right, we're going to take them. We have February and we have January. So January, February, March. Ooh, I'm seeing a progression here. So things may progress quite smoothly. It's like a very easy progression that I'm picking up with January, February, March, because it's like a perfect sequence. So this, again, with the unknown, the numinous mystery, could be like a very serendipitous meeting I'm hearing, and literally it's like one step in front of the other, like everything falls into place at the right time. That's what's happening over here. Okie dokie, fun parts. Well, all of this is fun to me, so I hope you're enjoying as well. Now we're going to get into the health of the relationship, of the union, okay? So we're going to look at our emotional compatibility, our mental compatibility, and our physical compatibility in this union. So let's start with mental, okay? These 3 cards are going to show us what the mental connection is going to be like. We have the Queen of Swords, okay? We have Judgment, Truth, and Truth. The Queen speaks her truth. Judgment is all about truth. Now let's see what we have over here. The 9 of Swords. Interesting. These are all heavy, like heavy sword energy over here. So I feel like both people, and especially with the swords and the Mars over here, the 7 of Swords over here, 9 of Swords over here, Queen of Swords over here. Well, first of all, both people would love to talk. Okay, Swords is all mental energy, it's all communication, it's ideas. But this is the 9 of Swords. Maybe I want to get a clarifier on the 9 of Swords. But it looks like, you know, it may take a little bit for you to open up to each other, to speak your truth, okay? Initially, there may be some boundaries, or not boundaries, you may be guarded, or they may be guarded in this connection initially, and may like tread carefully, because the Queen of Swords always speaks her truth, but sometimes it can be cold. So you or they, or maybe both of you, may realize that you can come off a little cold at times when you're expressing your truth. So you may be very careful, and you may initially bite your tongue, or may like hold things in your mind longer than they need to. But because, you know, this is like a divine match, right? There is going to be always those moments where you're able to come up and express yourself and rise to your authentic self. And from there builds this trust where you're easily able to express to each other, and you always tell each other the truth. There's like a big belief system here that we always want to tell each other the truth, no matter how hard it is. And this could be about, hey, I really don't like the color red, and you have a lot of red. So what are we going to do about it? Oh, this is just a random silly example that I'm giving. But some things initially, you may hold yourself back or they may hold themselves back. But Spirit, what is this Nine of Swords about? Because other than that, it's like the most truthful, trustworthy connection overall with Judgment and Queen of Swords, okay? So Spirit, tell me, what is this Nine of Swords about? Okay, beautiful. We have the Sun, which is the happiest card in any deck. Let's get one more. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, so actually learning to share your secrets. With the Sun, it brings to light the journal, the secrets, right? So Nine of Swords, initially, as I said, both people may be a little cautious about sharing their inner thoughts and processes and their philosophies, okay? This could be because, we'll see later on, you could come from very different backgrounds and different even cultures or countries or regions, whatever, where that may kind of hold you back initially. You may feel like, oh, I'm not sure if I can express myself. But with the Sun bringing out the journal, and journal is our secret thoughts, or where we keep our innermost ideas and desires and feelings, you're going to share that with each other, okay? There's going to be a lot of trust and truth in this connection. Beautiful. Okay, so let's look at our emotional compatibility. We have Temperance. How beautiful. Major Arcana, by the way, one Major Arcana here. You have Temperance. Oh, it is so beautiful. Especially emotionally, very, very balanced connection. We have 10 of Cups, the happiest you can get. And then we have the 5 of Cups. So first of all, sequencing, doubling. Your joy is going to double with each other. Like, both of you will be always striving to make each other happy. There is a common language. At the end of the day, it's all about having a fulfilling, happy married life, family, pets, kids, whatever that means to you. 10 of Cups is the highest you can go, and you will be able to, and even focused on, actually act as a healer for each other. It's a very mutual connection. It's not a codependent connection at all, but this is where it's almost like you blend into each other. When one person is feeling low, the other person's pick them up. When the other person is like way flying, way too high, the other, the first person kind of brings them down into the ground reality. So very, very beautiful, balanced emotional connection and a lot of healing. Together, you're going to heal through a lot of stuff. And once you get this out of your head, that you need to be cautious about what you express or your deepest desires, the more you do that with the Judgment card over here, the faster the two of you arrive at your 10 of Cups and actually grow and heal a lot from it. But yeah, I'm literally seeing like doubling each other's happiness. That's how much you'll care about each other. Of course, we can't leave the physical out. So how's the physical connection going to be? We have, the Chariot. Look at the major arcanas we have across the board. 1, 2, 3. We have the 10 of Pentacles. You got the two best 10s. The two perfect 10s for marriage. You got the 10 of Cups. You got the 10 of Pentacles. And then you have the 5 of Pentacles. Look at this journey. Look, you're going to double your abundance and your happiness. 5 of Cups, 10 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. And newsflash, we have 5, 5, 5. 46 reduces to a 10, 10, 10. If you have time, go check out or search for my repeating numbers video. You may be seeing a lot of repeating numbers and synchronicities, and there may be some messages for you in that reading. Okay, I go through each repeating number and then I do a very mini reading for it. So there may be some message for you there, and these numbers could be important to you or to them. They may be seeing repeating numbers. But back to the physical connection. Very balanced. So there's a lot of balance in this connection that I'm seeing. Balance, balance, balance. Okay. And again, doubling each other's joy. It's a very solid connection. It is physically very grounded. It is not, I have to say, it is there's going to be, again, similar to the other pile, there's going to be turns. The two of you are going to take turns in initiating it, but making sure that each person reaches their climax. Okay, with the Chariot is coming out on top, it is coming out the winner, and with this, like, both parties win, both people win. You'll always pay attention to each other's completion. It's a very grounded physical connection, though. Okay, so this could go on for like a very, 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 very long time. These are the seeds that we plant that grow over time. So it's going to keep getting better and better. It's almost like, I'm hearing, like how wine ages better, something like that, like fine wine. That's what this is coming out to be. But there is less spontaneity. There is more planning. So I know it may sound boring to some of you, but this could be like a scheduled thing, or it could be something where we make sure forever, no matter what happens, we make time for each other and take care of each other's physical needs. Okay, I'm not saying that there's going to be like a scheduled date night or something like that if you have kids and you're trying to plan around work and kids and family, but no, it's not going to be like crazy adventurous stuff. Okay, it is going to continue growing. The seeds are going to grow and grow and grow. Both people will take care of each other's needs, but it's a very, very grounded connection physically. Okay, you'll make each other complete in some shape. It's going to be very, very fulfilling is the word that I want to share here. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to pause the video here. I'm going to clear the table, and then we're going to get into the second part of the reading, which is what you need to do to come into union, what they need to do to come into union, and any energies around what else is happening at this time. And I'll walk you through that part after this. So just give me 1 sec. All right, so now we're going to look into what lessons you need to work on, what you need to master, and what they need to master. Again, this part of the reading, maybe if you want, you may want to reverse the roles. Let's see what we have for you, what Spirit wants to bring through. So for pile 3, best possible decision, number 18 or the number 9 may be important to you. Artemis, goddess of bow, help me see what must be known. And then you have Taurus and Scorpio in the 8th house, secrets. Okay, so there is, again, an element of trust that's coming through. So, and again, feel free to reverse the roles, as I said, but this is like looking like it has been the best possible decision if you've been waiting for the right person to come through, or if you've been working on yourself, or if you've been, whatever it is, career oriented, all of that you've been working on is the right direction for you. Continue doing that. However, we do have the 8th house coming out over here with Taurus in Scorpio. And this is, again, the resurrection. This is the Phoenix rising, but with the term secrets here, there is an element of trust. So we need to start trusting ourselves more, and also trusting that we're meant to be in a connection. 8th house is the house of not only just resurrection, but it's also the house of shared resources. It's about sex, it's about intimacy, it's about deep down desires and actually sharing ourselves with another person, okay? So deep down somewhere there is that desire, but doesn't look like it's on the surface yet, because it's something you're holding secret within you. And the journal came through as well, right? So I remember these are the cards that came through in the previous one, where we're over analyzing ourselves and we're like keeping things that we desire, and then we have to bring them up to light. Okay, and this has an element of trust to it. So this is something that you're learning, is how to trust yourself to be who you are, and then be able to express yourself without holding yourself back, being your authentic true self. That's a journey that you're on, and that's something you may be working on. And for them, we have health, number 30, or the number 3 may be important. Mother Earth sweet, Mother Earth bright, bring to me your health and might. So that's the first one. And let's see what we have here. We have Mercury in Cancer in the 4th house, intuition. Okay, so the health and well-being is what they're working on, and we did get that with the winter card. Where did I put them? They're all mixed up now. Hold on, I wanted to bring this out. Yes, right. with the winter, that's what we looked at with the winter and the regeneration. This is what they're going through, right? They are working on their emotional, mental health right now. And, you know, it's again, both of you maybe doing both the things, or this could be reversed. But the idea is this is like the final piece of the puzzle before the two of you come into union. Okay, so I'm going to put this away because I do need the space. So that's what Spirit wants to highlight. They're tapping, they're trusting, they're learning and using more their intuition more and more. And they're also intuitively able to judge or discern people who are, you know, may cross their boundaries. So that's what they're really working on. And as a result, like really regenerating and coming out of the hermit mode. That's what's happening. Okay, so these are the elements that may be keeping from this union at this moment. But again, that's what could come through. All right, so let's see what else Spirit wants to bring through for my beautiful pile 3 Spirit. What do they need to know about this union? What may be happening at this time, or what needs to happen? So we have, oh, look at that. Stuck. Interesting energy, right? Block, third party, silence, barrier, shift your focus to clear the energy. Sorry, right here. So, of course, there is a delay. You know, there is a barrier right now. And that's why I felt, this is just for your pile, I said this is what needs to happen. Or this is what I said was like, this is what may be holding the two of you back. So there is some more healing that needs to happen. There is some blocks. This is also possible because we did have the Judgment come out. And Judgment is sometimes my separation and divorce card. So either you or they could be wrapping up a previous connection that kind of creates blockers for us to meet our true partner, right? Let's see what else Spirit wants to bring through for this connection. We have still lessons that we're working through. Knowledge, understanding, look for the lesson in this situation. And this is similar to shedding our past, okay? Just look for the knowledge. Just look for the what we have learned out of the past connections. This could apply to either or both of you. But that's where we are, you know, we're just fine-tuning our energies. We're letting go of the experiences and rather learning to focus on the lesson and move forward and, you know, trust the process and trust our intuition more. Okay, let's see what else. We have solitude. Yeah, we already see that. Retreat, introspection, silence. Go deep within yourself. This may be happening for them or for both of you. This is what needs to happen for the journey to the two of you. We have spring coming over. We did have March. We had January, February, March. And then your love is blooming. Your answers arrive in spring. So there is a time marker here. This is interesting. So whenever you see it, you know, wherever it is spring for you, this could be a possible union, or it could be like the time of your wedding. All right, let's get one more. And then we'll get some more. Other deck. We'll get another deck. We have yes. The answer to your question is yes. Interesting. So, right, you are meant to be with this person. That's why we're doing this reading. We are tapping into your future spouse. It is going to happen. And this could come into fruition around springtime. It is definitely meant to happen for you. You're wrong if you think that you're going to be alone and in solitude forever. No. This is a phase. You may feel stuck at this moment. This is because both of you are going through and clearing out your energy field, you know, letting go of the past, just learning the lessons and moving on, clearing your energy and bringing that spring-like, I don't want to say like freshness to your own energy, working on your health and like your decisions and your intuition. This is definitely meant to happen. Okay, so let's see. So just be patient with that and trust the process. Let's see what we have. Spirit, what else does pile 3 need to hear for this union? Woo, one card just went flying down. And we have to go fish for it. So the first one out, we have the snake. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. So this is what I think either for them or for both of you. Give me 1 second. Oh, it went all the way down my my table. This is what we're working through, and this is why the Seven of Swords was there. Like there needs to be a clearing of energy of people who have kept you stuck. And when I say you, I mean both of you or either of you who have kept you stuck. That's what needs to clear out, okay? And then we have Hammer. This is the one that flew down. Sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it, okay? This is something they may be working on or you may be working on, and how to discern who is the right person to be in our energy field. This is like a journey. We're building our boundaries. That's what we're working on. We have mirror, mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds, introspection. So as I said, I want to actually put this over here because I feel like there's quite a bit of mirroring energy here, especially with our past experiences. And this is what is probably keeping the two of you in your solitude or making you feel like you're stuck for some reason. But this could be for both parties. Let's see what else Spirit wants to share. We have Camera, which is all about reminiscing, but it's also about creating new memories. Okay, cameras help us capture the moment and, you know, help us like look at them and review them in the future. But for here, for this scenario, there's both. It's like reminiscing over the past, but also looking forward to creating more memories with our person. And then we have Abundance. Keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. So this is quite important. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have I like you. So someone likes you. Romance is blooming, fun, flirting, want to date. So again, we're slowly coming out of the hermit stage that we've been looking at over here. So be open to that, you know, open your heart, work on your heart chakra a little bit more. And definitely like this is the big one where you want to let go of the past energies or whatever they may be. Okay, whatever situations they may be. So at this point, I'm going to bring out an answer oracle. So think of a question. You can pause the video because I did not give you enough heads up for this pile. But I'm going to be using the Angel Oracle Answers deck to get an answer for you. So go ahead, think of your question, and let's see what Spirit wants to tell you. Spirit, what would you like to tell my beautiful pile 3? Yep. Within the next few weeks, whoa, whoa, spring is here. Spring is here. I love this. So whatever your question was, Spirit wants to say within the next few weeks. All right. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to clear these cards and we're going to get into the final part of the reading, which is the fun part where we are going to use some handwritten oracle cards to look at your person's personality, and then we're going to draw some letters, and after that the final thing is going to be drawing some advice from romance angels for you. Okay, so with that, let's go ahead and shuffle these. This is the, you know, the lighthearted fun part because I like to end this on a, you know, high note. Fun part. So Spirit, please help us look at pile 3's person, their physical characteristics or any personality traits that you want to bring forward. And again, these are general. Okay, so take what makes sense or fits. We have chubby, like that. Okay, then we have close set eyes. Very cute. See what we have. They could be anxious at times, and yes, I was like with the swords energy, with the Seven of Swords, we've been picking that up a little bit. This could also be your energy. We have leader. Oh yes, they had an Ace of Swords, didn't they? What else, Spirit? Let's get a few more. We've got above average height. Okay. We've got orderly. Creating order out of chaos is what I see whenever I see this word over here. They're kind of all tilting up on the screen. I just want to get them, align it properly for you. Let's get 3 more. We have, I'll take the first one over here. Gregarious and social. Yes. Yes. They had a lot of air energy. So they may be somebody very social, very fun going, fun loving. We have these 2 that came up. We have a long nose. Okay. And then we have curly hair. Okay. So take it as it fits. All right. This is like the, I like this is like the fun part. All right. So now we're going to get into some letters. Okay. I'm going to shuffle a little bit away from the mic. Now this could be their initials. Oh, I think I got too many. Their initials, your initials. This could be hobbies, things important to them or to you, or anything that comes through. Again, I tell every pile that I'm not as creative. You may be way more creative than I am. They may like tea, so please use, you know, use the letters and make the words as you see fit. We have, I heard extraordinaire because I see X and I see ORDN. Don't ask me how, that's how my mind works. So they may be an exceptional person. This is so random. Very exceptional person. Okay, these could be their initials as well. We have 4 eyes. Oh my gosh. I'm going to call this 1111. Go watch my repeating numbers reading, because that's what I'm claiming this 1111. This is the truth. This is the truth. You or they may be seeing 1111 or other repeating numbers. Regardless, there are repeating numbers that are showing up today in multiple piles. Yes, same thing here again. 3 A's. It's funny, in the previous pile, you had 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how the letters were repeating. I was just like blowing my mind. But we also have AAA over here. We have DOS, CM. They may work for an internet company. I just heard or saw .com. I don't know. We see McD's. So you or they may like McDonald's, fast food. Let's see what else. You or they may like dosa. That's a South Indian dish. Let's see what else. What else? You may both be foodies. You may like good food, enjoy good food. Their name could be Ron. We have Ron here. We have Don here. So it could be spelled as D-O-N or D-A-W-N. What else we have? We have Max. So their name could be Max or Maxine. Some way, right? We could have Maxine as well. I'm seeing soda. Okay. They may like soda or, what is that? Bubbly water. What is it called? Sparkling water. They may like soda. I'm also seeing soda can. They may have a, oh, I love this. They have a can-do attitude. We've seen that with the rhino spirit that came through. They definitely are a very hard worker. If they put their mind to it, they can overcome any obstacle. We have air, maybe an important element in their natal chart. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They may like gardening. I'm seeing that with the sod over here. And they may just like, I think max is really coming in again too. They may give their max to everything, 100% to everything that they do. They may be into the readings of Tao, okay? They may be quite philosophical and quite learned. That came through as well previously. So they could be German, from Germany. And I'm going to leave the 111 here just as is. So make your words as you see fit. I'm going to leave it to your creative selves. All right, pile 3. Let's get you final messages from Romance Angels. What would they like to tell you for my pile 3? Spirit, what's the final messages for my pile 3? What do they need to hear? What do they need to know? Thank you for sticking with me through this video, through this really long. I hope you found it relaxing, helpful, delightful in some way, shape, or form. Look, delightful, and that's why I was like, we get playfulness. Let's get 2 more. Oh my gosh, this theme of trust is here. And let's get you 1 more. Okay. Bottom deck energy, we do have let go of control issues, and you know, this could be something for them as well with the orderly coming out over here. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. And let's see what we have. Yeah, look at that. So we're gonna start here. So let go of control issues. Free yourself is what's there at the bottom again. We have trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith, okay? Trust it, trust it. It's gonna happen. It's beautiful. We have healing family issues. So you or them or both could be working through some family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents or anybody like, you know, that you need to forgive. And remember that past lessons thing. We just need to remember the lesson and move on. And then we have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So again, recapture that element of fun. You know, as we go through the journey of solitude, sometimes we can become, and we do become dry. We do, you know, shed a lot of tears. We do shed a lot of skin, kind of go through our detox, but that creates space for the playfulness. So if anything, at this point, if you can tap into your playfulness, that will be the best thing you can do. Okay, just have fun, take care of yourself, find what brings you joy. Even the little things, it's like, you know, doing your hair right, or you want to dress up one day, or, you know, just like, you know, just laying on the couch with hot cocoa, whatever that is that makes you happy, like brings you joy for no reason. Stop looking for a reason to be happy. Just find little things that bring little joy to you, okay? And you'll see how quickly the vibration shifts, okay? That's what I have for you, pile 3. If you made it this far, do click the like button, you know, give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and comment below if any of this resonates or, you know, comes through as common elements that you've seen or heard before, because sometimes the universe brings us messages from different places, right? So comment below, I would really appreciate it. Think of it as an energy exchange. So do subscribe, turn on the bell notification to know when I post next. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for lending your energy to this channel. I wish you much love and light, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.